Temporary intro for sure. Temporary intro for sure.
In
Temporary
just 16
intro
days, Formula
for
1 will be
sure.
back.
Okay. We haven't got a new intro just yet. Are we going to get new graphics? Anyways, guys, testing has just begun. Let's get over to the watch along screen now because I cannot show that because it is obviously copyrighted. But that was perfect timing. As soon as I went live on TikTok and YouTube, the intro ran. Anyways, welcome everybody to day one of F1 preseason testing 2 in Bahrain. We're going to be live for the next 9 hours covering all the action. I wanted to go live just a little bit early to see if we got a new intro. We didn't. It looks like a temporary testing intro. It was nice to hear the theme tune back, but yeah, definitely not the actual intro. If that's the actual intro, that is dead as fuck. So yeah, I'm sure we'll get the actual intro for Australia. Now, there might be some new graphics today. Sky Sports Italy has reported we're going to get some new graphics today. Or at the very least, we're going to get new graphics this season. So anyways, let's wait for the session to start. In the meantime, let's chat for a bit. So yes, we're going to have all 8 hours of testing today broadcasted to us, which is going to be big to actually be able to watch and discuss everything from the day. A little bit different vibe probably to the shakedown and the preseason, the testing one streams where we kind of watched. Wait, are they calling this day 4? Are they not calling it day 1? No, preseason testing day 2, day 1. You tricked me with that for a second. Yeah, a little bit different vibes. I feel like the shakedown and preseason testing 1, there was a lot of like time for us to chill and like do a lot of different stuff because there was nothing happening on track. Whereas this time, I think it is going to be a lot more just sitting, chilling, watching the session whilst we chat for a little bit. But we still will look through Discord, all the news, memes, everything like that. But yeah. Now, a few adjustments to the watch along screen. If you weren't here on the Twitch stream, by the way, I was giving you a little rundown of a few adjustments to the background. We've now got this Red Bull poster here. Look how beautiful that is. Woo! So not wait, let me move out of the way. Beautiful. And move the Max poster over to here. We've got the Brazil poster up here now. I like the layout a lot more. Made my light slightly brighter. Looks better on the face, looks better on the poster. A little bit of a blue hue to the lighting. I actually really like it. It feels a lot, I don't know, it feels a lot cleaner now. It feels a lot cleaner of a background. And we've also adjusted the live timings very slightly. One, you can now see all 22 drivers on the timing. Beautiful. What adjustments have I made? So now we've got tire lap counter and total lap counter. So now in practice, you can see, or in this case, testing. Because basically I've got 3 live timings, 1 for practice, 1 for qualifying, 1 for the race. So to give you guys a rundown, the one, new graphics maybe? No, it looks like the same graphics. Okay, they're probably going to debut the new graphics in Australia, I assume. Yeah, one shows the tire lap count, so that way you can see how long they've gone on a tire. And then you've got the total lap count, so you can see how long they've done in that session, whether it's practice or testing. Then to show you the qualifying layout, just real quick. I don't think I changed anything on qualifying. You've got the best lap, leader, gap, last lap. Yeah, I think qualifying stay the exact same. But race, I have added the difference back. I mean, it's just showing NA at the moment, but if they move up 1 position, it will show it. If they move down 2 positions, it will show it. So yeah, a few additions to, or changes to the watch along screen, not too much though. Only other addition I'm going to do is I'm going to add my heart rate, probably down to this corner here. Add a track map. We've already discussed this before, but as much as I'd love to add a track map, I just don't think it would fit on screen. And my goal is to be a watch along, not to be a statistics fucking overlay screen, you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel like if you want extra statistics like radios on screen and track map, I'd recommend just getting that up yourself. Otherwise, it just becomes too cluttered. Like at the end of the day, the focus is meant to be on me and you guys, not data. This is just here because it's like extra. If you're watching along, it just helps out and stuff like that. Anyways, we've got a couple minutes till they get on track. MK Fret, thank you for the follow. What time are they on track? Should it be on track very, very soon? 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Bro was late on YouTube. Did you forget your password? Be quiet. I saw you in chat, Ratnagy. We're gonna stop this now. It's actually propaganda. People are going to start thinking I'm actually late because you keep spamming chat. Also, there was a guy in YouTube chat for 2 hours this morning just talking to himself in YouTube chat. General Co, I respect you. I respect the grind. But like, that's crazy commitment. 2 hours before the stream starts, chilling in my chat saying, I don't even know what you were typing. You were just typing random stuff. Oh, you were trying to get your XP up. Okay. And you were saying I was like, cool. Cool. You're absolutely crushing the hairstyle, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. Wait, I just missed a Team at Marduk message. Where did that go? Where did it go? Where did it go? It was literally just on my screen. Oh, there we go. This is true. I was at GP paddock, went to the loo, and Bottas walks in the same stall that I came out of before a session. What's up, Ben? How's it going? Speaking of Bottas, I feel like he's got a bit of like a nudist kink or something. Like, is he a nudist? Like, how many videos does he want to post of him naked? Like, he's done his helmet reveal and he's got no clothes on. Like, are we serious, bro? Are we serious? Okay, what else I missed in chat? Since Ponden is there, we would like less stream. Wait, I read that. What was I up to? Couple minutes though before they get on track. Broadcast is up, but it will begin shortly. I thought that might have been the new intro for a sec though. You fixed the timing screen? Yeah, timing screen's all fixed. Adrian needs to pack it up. Needs to pack it up, pack it in. What? Is that better? I was gonna. Yeah, he said that it's cool being finished. True. Maybe it is just being finished. True. Oh, let me unmute this broadcast. Whoa, Bernie, loud in my ears. What time does it start? Starts at 2 bins. Lem2x. Save with the follow. What's up, Tim's up? Graphics look the same to me. I think it's going to end up looking the same. But I don't know. Sky Sports Italy said it's going to be a new package. So we've got a sugar-free coconut Red Bull. I don't know. I've never had a sugar-free coconut before. I must say, of all the sugar-free Red Bulls I've tried, this is the one that tastes the most like the full fat. Now, new Red Bull came out. The new Sakura cherry flavor came out last week or this week. Couldn't find it in Sainsbury's. Couldn't find it at my corner shop. I asked boss man at the corner shop. I said, when's the new Red Bull coming in? He said, it's coming in Thursday. So tomorrow night, after I come home from the gym, I'm gonna buy a few cans. We're doing a new Red Bull Sakura cherry flavor review on stream on Friday. Are they still gatekeeping today? No, full day. It's about to start right now. That's V-carb, not sugar-free. True. F1 TV Pro doesn't work in Australia, only if you have Foxtel. In America, we had to leave an Apple TV sub. Then when we opened F1 TV at LinkedIn, we can still use it. Wait, what? As long as I never run out of Ice Vanilla Berry. Ice Vanilla Berry is banging. Although, I love Ice Vanilla Berry, but Ice Vanilla Berry sugar-free, I don't love. It's weird how much the flavor can change with sugar-free. But this is my favorite flavor Red Bull, whenever anyone asks. And I must say, everyone I speak to is like, yeah, coconut's mid. But I always see on TikTok people saying coconut's their favorite flavor. So there's a coconut community out there. We better not ever lose coconut. Australia had coconut for a while and then it vanished. Any Australians in chat, do you know, does coconut exist in Australia again? I think it does, right? What was your real name? It's definitely not Ponden. My real name is Blake. Coconut. That clip of those guys on the podcast. Coconut. Wait, say it again. Coconut. My favorite was the pink one. I can't remember the flavor. Pink one. That's new, right? The white peach. That was last year. Or are you talking about the forest fruits? I think it's called. This is actually my first time seeing the cars on track besides on social, because last week the testing that's broadcast at 2 a.m. for me. Okay. All right, we got 1 minute till it starts, lads. I hear the cars firing up. Favorite is watermelon. I think watermelon's getting abandoned, right? Have you had the Lando Monster? I actually haven't yet. I did buy a 4-pack for Hannah and Luke, but I never had a sip. It looks vile though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even just saying that because it's Monster and Lando. All right, first car out on track or lining up is the Haas. Who's in the Haas? Ocon in the car for the day. All right, I'm really excited. Ferrari, have they bought... There we go. He's off. He's out. Have Ferrari bought... Wait, why aren't they cutting to a broadcast? We're just watching Alex Shakes on pit lane right now. Audi out second. Oh my God, we're actually seeing cars leave the pit lane. Mercedes. Kimi Antonelli. Restart. How long does he need a rev for? No, Lando following up behind him. Ferrari out, Ferrari out. We got a new package. So we should be expecting a big package for the Ferrari and a decent package on the Red Bull is what we've heard. Wow, 20-second rev. We love that. We love that. Am I watching the pre-show or are we just literally just watching Alex Jackson in the pit lane right now? Like, where's the broadcast at, bro? Yeah, that Sam Collins meme is going around socials so much, bro. All right, now we're going to commentary. New graphics, maybe? New graphics? No, it looks the same, doesn't it? Same graphics, same graphics. All right, let's get the timer up for you guys. 3 hours, 58 minutes. And time is up. Sync on up. Whoa. Wait, what have I done? Oh, it's already synced on up. All right. Everything is all synced. We're doing for the break. Not sure yet. Not sure yet. 4 hours of testing. Yes, we got 4 hours of the morning and then an hour break and then 4 hours in the afternoon. All right, we got the Williams. Oh, we got so much to talk about. Okay, big aero rake on the side of the Williams. So if you're wondering what all that metal shit is, well, that is a lot. If you're wondering what all that metal stuff is around the Williams right now or any car in general, ooh, there's definitely a new front wing on the Ferrari. That's way higher, is it not? Whoa. That look... whoa, look at the side pod. That's different, right? That is different. I'm not tripping. That is a different Ferrari, yeah? Or is this... I swear that front wing looks very different. That Ferrari looks way more aggressive. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, the barge board as well? Okay, I can't wait for the breakdown on this Ferrari. Is this a championship winning Ferrari? The side pods are flatter. The front wing looks way different. The barge board's bigger. Way bigger barge boards. Okay. Interesting. Good view of the Ferrari here. Yeah, anyways, if you're wondering what the metal is around the car, that is called an aero rake. What that is basically, it's a big metal thing with a lot of little sensors on it. Air flows through the rake, hits the sensors, and then they can look at that data on a computer and see where the air is flowing over the car. It's basically kind of like a wind tunnel, but like using the wind of the car actually flowing over the car whilst it's driving around track. And the other thing they use is Flover's paint, which is that high fluorescent either green or pink paint that they put on the car. Basically, they put the paint on the front of the car, the paint flows down the car, and then they can see where the paint flows and figure out where the biggest airflow is. They're the two big tools that they use for testing. And cameras as well. So, obviously, during testing, they're allowed to put their own cameras on the car. And you'll see, like, little bits here and there where they've just got a camera set up to kind of view, like, or maybe even, like a, not an infrared camera, but like a temperature. What do you call a temperature camera? Lando on board. Yeah, oh, did he break down? Oh, did he kind of stall on the exit there? Yeah, there's been big talks about the race starts. If you don't know, at the end of the test last week, day 3 of preseason testing 1, they did a practice start. There was 7 cars basically doing a practice start, and 4 cars started, 3 cars started, 4 cars didn't. Colapinto almost spun on the way to lining up with the grid, which was kind of funny. Almost crashed. And then, yeah, 3 cars started, 4 cars didn't. Now, there's a bit of a miscommunication with that, apparently. Oscar Piastri claims that race control told the drivers to go row by row, but some drivers went, some drivers didn't. So some people are arguing that The restart wasn't bad. It was just a miscommunication. But then Colapinto stalled after he started. And I also, someone in the front row didn't start. So I do think that it was half miscommunication, half a fuck up. Either way, the restarts do not look great right now. I am worried we're going to get a rolling start in Australia because knowing F1, they'll just be like, yeah, let's rolling start. But they definitely need to change the restart procedure, whether it's making the lights hold for like 10 seconds before they go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to allow everyone to get their revs up, to get their battery up. But yeah, please, I hope the solution isn't a rolling start because rolling start's just fucking dead. All right, had you on track. So we got to, oh, that Red Bull looks so good. What time did we get to last test? What was the best time we had last test? What sub do you need to watch in Australia? KO Sports is where you get it. F1 in Australia. I like the lilac grapefruit Red Bull. That's sugar free, right? You like the vanilla one? Vanilla ice berry you talking about? Isn't it heavy so it makes the car slower? The rate? Yeah, it'd probably make it a little bit heavier, but I don't think it'd be crazy amounts. God, the Red Bull looks so good. The blue actually pops so much in the sun. Oh, do you think they've changed paint? I feel like they've changed paint slightly. Am I tripping? I feel like that blue's way brighter right now. Lando's the number 1 on the side of his card. Have they added it in now? No, they always had numbers on the side, didn't they? Ferrari engine cars will probably just veto it. McLaren said they won't change any things. Fundamentally, the front wing end plates look kind of wild. The way they curve out is super interesting. Yeah, Red Bull wore a big package upgrade. It doesn't look that different to me, but then again, they got the aero rake on, so. Oh, look how good that is. Look how good that car is. I think the side pod looks the same. Oh, have they got the rear suspension stuck to their rear, the kind of rear diffuser kind of thing that Aston Martin have? Am I tripping, or did that look like what Aston Martin have, that kind of rear suspension, rear diffuser, or was that just normal rear suspension there? Good morning, fellow Petroids. What's up, honey badgers? Apparently it was Andy 133.6. 133.6, okay, so that's the time we have to keep in mind. Red Bull looks like there's a different side pod. There's a more of an undercut. Okay, wait, let me look at the undercut next time it's on. All right, Aston Martin, have they brought a new car? Front wing looks the same. Side pod looks the same. To be fair, fuck the aero. They need to go all in on the engine. But let's see. Can Aston not be 4 seconds off the pace without their engine blowing up? 1.6 seconds off in sector 1. That's a good start. The Aston Martin front nose is just like massively, was weirdly massive, I should say. Turn 1 visuals. Simon Rave, Trust Stack, and Ragsy. Thank you guys for the follows. They didn't add paint, they just oiled up. How much weight test time does an aero have an effect? I actually don't know how much weight. I never really thought about that, how much weight it adds. But to be fair, with Flovers, and I think the aero rake's the same, you have to drive around at a constant speed to get data. Redback car looks better. It's all-wheel drive. True. What's up, Ando? How was Bathurst? I was meant to ask in Snapchat. What's the reception like in Bathurst? One the zero pod is that Red Bull. You guys reckon the side pod changed on the Red Bull? I didn't think it looked different. Let me have a look at the undercut. They actually shown the whole session. Yep. Shakedown, nothing. Test 1, 1 hour. Test 2, all 8 hours. Oh, excuse me. What does it look at the Aston has so much rate? Looks so high. Yeah, I mean, that's the same as last week, though. The Aston Martin usually has Gills looking cooling system, which is different from today's car. Yeah, true. Here we go. V-carb on track. I feel like V-carb needs something. Okay, no. I was going to say V-carb needs something in the rear wing. That was because the flap was open. Every time I look at the V-carb, my opinion changes. One day I like it, one day I don't. I feel like it has potential, but then I'm not gonna lie, I loved the cut at first. I was like, yes, they solved the problem. But now I don't like the cut. The two-door on the rear wing looks so nice. V-Cup have one of the best onboards, though. The arrow rake is the modern-day version of the tape and string from Ford vs. Ferrari. I've still not watched Ford vs. Ferrari. Is that bad? Rip to the Bathurst kangaroo. Poor kangaroo, man. Absolutely splattered. I mean, look, if you're gonna die, at least dying to a race car is pretty cool. But, like, yeah. Imagine just being splattered everywhere. Super interesting look around the airbox of the asset. It's got extra elements. I can't wait for all the photos and stuff to come out. We'll have a look through Discord and Twitter and stuff shortly. We'll just watch the on-track action for a bit. Yeah, there'll be no radios during testing there. I think radios require like a team of 3 people to like just broadcast the radios, let alone sort through all the radios. I'm fairly sure, if I'm not mistaken, usually there's like one person for each team's radios during the broadcast. I could be wrong. Is this going to be broadcast the whole day? Yeah, the whole day. It's live right now. Oh, massive lockup. I feel like the lockups are way bigger this year. Like, when you lock up, it's just, you fucking are committing to that tire getting wrecked. Yeah, V-Carb looks the same. But again, there's probably like little bits that have changed on the car, but we just can't really notice until we get a close-up comparison. Alonso doesn't lock up, he locks in. True. Good, bigger lockups, the cars should just be less predictable, more exciting to catch. Did he brake late? That's weird. What happened? He broke way before. That seems weird to have locked up. Because obviously, if I'm not mistaken, F1 car you just slam to 100%. It's not like a GT car where you got to get like 70, you know, if you brake over 70%, it's fucked. Huh. Maybe brake bias is a bit wrong. Is Max to the car later or full input day? Actually, I haven't looked at the lineups. Checo in the garage. Is that because he is the second driver today, or have they just not got the car ready yet? I'm gonna assume it's if he's in his suit, they just haven't got the car ready yet. Is this test live? It is. It is. Max driving tomorrow. Okay, so had your full day today. What's up, Nickel? How's it going, dude? Do you think they'll lock up this much in the races or play it way too safe? I feel like you see more mistakes in a way. You see more mistakes in that sense in practice and testing because they are obviously trying to push the car to limits to try to find the limits, and then in the race they, you know, stick to what they're used to. But I don't know. Who knows? Like maybe lockups become a massive part of this, you know, of these regular cars. Like we until we start actually seeing these cars in races and in qualifying, we don't really know. Are they still only allowing one driver at a time? Yeah, that's always been the rule, I think, forever with testing. I would really like if they changed that. I feel like it would be way more sustainable to do one test with 22 cars than 2 tests with 11 cars, because you're going to get just as much running time. Hannah Flacy, David the follows. And it would allow the drivers more time in the cars, but then you'd need more mechanics to cover both cars, and then the drivers, you know, would have to endure 3 days of 8 hours of testing. But then I guess you could argue you could do 3 days of testing, but just do 4 hours of two cars on track. What's the Alpine look like? Alpine, am I tripping or is that kind of a new side pod? Looks slightly different. Gasly, Purple Sector 1. 9 a.m. here, snowing like crazy outside. Damn, it's been so cold in London the last couple of days. Like we had that really bad like 2-3 week period here where like I was freezing every single day, and then it was fine for like 2 weeks. Last 2 nights, I had to go in the lounge last night and grab the fucking couch blankets for my bed because I was freezing. It's like, bro, it's February, man. It's February. I gotta leave my phone on for the start of stage stream because I got a fucking handyman coming around in an hour, so I need to hear them call. Did you see the Colton Herta F2 Cadillac livery? I didn't. Is that just came out? Is it? Wait, no, it's F2 testing this week, isn't it? It was F3 last week, F2 this week. Canada's got a huge snowstorm. I woke up today with a foot of snow. My God. I'm getting to see this livery. We'll look at that in a sec. We'll wait until everyone kind of comes on track and we look at everyone. Excuse me. Yeah, broadcast the whole week, every single day, all 8 hours. Excuse me. Why is my nose running, bro? One sec. Was there a rumor of Max leaving F1? I think there's been a rumor of Max leaving F1 for fucking like 3 years. Yeah, he just I don't think he's a fan of the direction these cars are heading in, to be honest, and he's a racer at heart, so yeah. Their bargeboard arm on the front is very tall. Yeah, the Ferrari have gone very aggressive on this design. I can't wait to see a breakdown of this. Why is my nose still running? What flavor you drink? We got coconut, sugar free. Almost every week there's something new. What spot should I go to watch the F1 cars at OzGP? My biggest recommendation is for practice 1, which is the quietest session of the entire weekend. Just walk around the track. So start at oh fuck, I don't know what turn it is. 1, 2, 3, like turn 6, 7, 8. Start around there and then just walk all the way along and just see the cars in different corners, different parts of the track. Highly recommend because it's the quietest session. The best place to watch the cars in OzGP is the fast left right. Honestly, one of the probably the best corner sequence of watching F1 car live. Your website, F1 Pirate websites aren't working. Maybe they don't even know testing's on. They're not committed. There's a lot of construction work going on top of the tower. Okay, so we've got new boards on the side of the track. We've got OT, which I assume means overtake. And then we've got SM? Is it SM? I think Max will wait for the 2030 rules. No, I think he's gone before that. I think once his contract's up, maybe even at the end of this year, he might leave. Imagine just saying an interview because he was disappointed with the car. Yeah, I mean, he's been saying that for years now, though. Max has been very vocal about, like, he'll be gone by 2028 if he doesn't like the cars. Oh, SM. Yeah, SM for straight mode. Wait, so straight mode is active aero. Why is it called straight mode? Is it active aero? Is it straight mode? Make your mind up. Brad told me about a good point in the podcast and said, how would you be able to tell if the car is overtake mode if you're at the track? True. Very good point. Maybe they're gonna do something like Formula E. Like in Formula E, you have like a blue light that shows you in attack mode. Maybe they're gonna add a light to the car. But then again, would they want the other drivers to know when the person's in overtake mode, or would that be lose strategy a little bit? O, OT is calling AA. No, but it's straight mode. Straight mode versus overtake. Versus active arrow. Overtake is the ERS deployment. Okay, look, I'm still learning this as well. So if I'm wrong, correct me. But you've got recharge, which is a mode to recharge your battery. You've got overtake mode, which is wait, so overtake mode, straight mode, and active arrow is the same thing. Wait, let me listen to Anthony Davidson. I'm fucking more confused now with the explanation. I swear, every single day I'm the fucking rules are changing. I thought, okay, who even cares what I thought at this point? But I thought that was the case. And then I was told or informed or misled into thinking that the straight mode was activated every lap on every straight, no matter what. Whether it's qualifying, race, practice, whatever, it just opens up every single lap. I am going to assume that was the case because they were just opening it up. Wait, straight mode is. What? Wait, what's overtake mode? Overtake is more energy from the MGUK. Oh, so I am right. Then why did Anthony Davidson say overtake mode is the DRS of this year? No, it's fucking not. No, it's not. I guess he means DRS in the sense of like the detection points, but not in terms of the flaps. Okay, so straight mode, aka active arrow, is every single straight, no matter what. You have to open your flaps to go quicker. Overtake mode is a battery-powered ERS system that when you're within 1 second of the car in front at the detection point, at any point during that lap, you can use your overtake to boost. But there's only one detection point per track, right? That's fucking dumb. One detection point. I feel like that decreases racing. Like, you let's take a track like Bahrain, for instance, right? Detection point at the start of the lap. Boost pass, get done by turn one. How the fuck is the car that just got overtaken meant to battle back to a car that's, what did he say, 900 kilowatts quicker? That just seems impossible. That just seems so dumb. Okay, so that's overtake mode. Recharge is obvious. It's just a mode where you can recharge the battery. Um, I want to know how often you can recharge, because can you just recharge all the time? And then boost. What the fuck is boost? What the fuck is boost? Now, honestly, man, I'm the more I think about these regs, and the more people, whether it's like a content creator or a TikToker or the commentators or the analysts, talk about these modes, the more it's just like, how did no one think about this beforehand? I think they should have just done IndyCar. IndyCar is beautiful. You've got a pure racing series. The cars have no power steering. It feels like a racing series. It feels like a motorsport, right? It feels like a pure motorsport. And then they added push to pass, which is a battery powered boost, right? And it's perfect, in my opinion. It's fucking perfect, because you still get proper racing, but you have an electrical element which influences the entertainment of the racing, and you get basically how push to pass works in IndyCar. Correct me if I'm wrong, because it's confusing, but it's nowhere near as confusing as this stuff. Push to pass in IndyCar is you get a certain amount of battery per race, and you could use that all on lap one. You could use it all on the last lap. You could use it a little bit here and there throughout the race, but you have it. Everyone has the same amount of battery. You can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone, and you can use when you want to use it. Choose when you want to use it. I feel like that's so much better than recharging and boosting every lap. And I feel like F1, I don't know, but I feel like F1 kind of came in with this idea of like, if we let the drivers recharge and boost every lap, we're gonna get quicker racing, and we're gonna get faster cars. But it's like, now you've sacrificed like simplicity to get like what, a few extra kilometers per hour every lap. Like, fuck that. Just make the cars quick and just have a push to pass if you want to increase entertainment. I just think the detection points are dumb, man. I thought the same with DRS. I think I personally don't like how it doesn't matter if you're 1 second behind, 9/10 behind, or 1/10 behind. You get the same advantage as wait, they've added white around the Revolut logo on the Audi? That looks worse. Why have they added a white logo? Wait, they've added white around all their sponsors. Oh my god, they realized that they're... Oh, it looks good. To be fair, it looks good on the onboard. But they realized their sponsors must have complained that they couldn't be seen in daytime. Oh, that's a terrible... Oh, and he stalled. He stalled. Well, that's going to happen in Australia, isn't it? Sorry, there's too many things to talk about right now. What was I saying? What was I saying? What the fuck was I talking about? I know I was talking about like batteries and shit, but I forgot. Oh, detection points. Yeah, I think it's dumb. That doesn't matter if you're 1 second behind, 8/10 behind, 1/10 behind. You get DRS. I just think that's dumb. So that means if you're 1.001, you don't get DRS. But if you're 1 second, you get DRS. I always thought that was dumb, in my opinion. I way prefer when it's like, you can pick when you want to use it. Like, if you want to boost to try get close to the car, you can. If you want to boost to get past the car, you can. Like, the DRS being... Like, I don't know. It's just like... Did no one think that DRS trained, like, did no one use their brain and go, hey, if we implement this DRS system, it's a set thing that everyone's going to get, we're going to get DRS trains. Like, did no one think about that before it got implemented? Whereas a push to pass, where some drivers will use it on first lap, some drivers will save it, some drivers will use it here, there, everywhere. I feel like push to pass, I think, is a great system. I saw a lot of people in chat say push to pass sucks. Why do you guys say that? Out of curiosity, because I like it. Josh, Max Verstappen, Hannah, thank you guys for the follows. But I missed the chat while I was yapping away. I'll do that sometimes where I just yap away and then I'll catch up on chat after. What a good explanation, Crofty. Overtake mode is more energy from the injury. Okay, I got that mixed up. Holy smokes, season start isn't too far anymore. No, only a couple weeks we got. For people wondering, what does the timeline now look like for F1? So, we've got 3 days of preseason testing too. We've got championship predictions on Saturday and Sunday. Next week, we've got Drive to Survive releasing. And the first weekend of IndyCar. Not that that matters, but... and the week after that, it is F1, baby. We got F1 back in Australia. It's going to be fucking good. And then we got China straight after. Double header. We basically... Listen to how good this month is. Testing. Nothing next week. Then Australia, China, Max competing in Nürburgring, Japan. Big month. Big month. Everyone is just confusing it all. It's really simplistic. Battery equals boost. Straight mode equals WDRS. Overtake equals extra battery for overtakes. Overtake is extra battery for overtakes. So battery, when you say battery is a boost, you mean the battery is more powerful, and overtake means you get more battery to work with. Is that the way I'm understanding it? So there's one detection point used to have DRS, all that. Let's fuck off the term DRS, because it's just, now I'm getting confused. Now I'm getting confused, and I know what the fuck, what shit is. Imagine someone who doesn't understand how shit works getting told, by the way, overtake mode is just DRS. So they think this flat opening up is just DRS. It's not. Overtake is the battery deployment. DRS in terms of thing that lets you overtake, right? Overtake mode is the battery being able to deploy power. Okay, we're learning. I feel like I need to drive it on the F1 game to learn. I feel like that's the best way to learn, is by doing it yourself. Straight line is active arrow because it increases speed. Corner mode downshifts to recharge. Overtake is maximum battery deployment to boost overtaking. Right. I have a feeling these cars are going to be worse than previous years in terms of racing. I think we're going to get more entertaining racing, but I think we're going to lose the pureness of the sport. I mean, not that F1 was that pure anyway, but... that just sounds like making overtakes at the Keppel Straight Spa, only for every track. You can recharge all the time, but it'll slow the car down. Okay, so you got unlimited amount of recharging. Okay, boost is just normal energy deployment, but done manually. Overtake mode increases how much boost you can use. Bruh. Bin that off. That already sucks. I can already tell you that sucks. It didn't help that they changed the name from Mom to Rob. I was watching Telemetry on the F1 app and Hulkenberg stalled trying to start, and now he's stuck at the end of the pit lane. This is not good. Wow, listen to how much that McLaren is scraping right now. Oh, a little bit of traffic. The cars are definitely smaller. Just looking at Lando following him like that. Wait, why was he pulling the thumbs up? I felt like that was not worthy of pulling the thumbs up for. Brandon, David the follow. No, my headset's beeping, bro. I forgot to charge it. Fuck. I'm gonna have to sit here with a cord in for a bit. They wanted the 50-50 split. Boost mode, driver operated energy deployment from the energy up, bro. My brain's getting fried. What the hell is a T-tire? T-tire is a test tire. I don't know why Gasly's on a test tire though. Maybe Pirelli's got a new compound they want drivers to test. Sometimes Pirelli do this where they go, hey, we've got a new compounded tire. You must use this for 20 laps, 30 laps, and every team must go out and use it for 30 laps. So I guess maybe Gasly's getting his T-tire laps out of the way. The T-tire just means test tire. It's not an actual compound, official compound. That's usually what it means. We'll do highlights of your stream on YouTube. Like what, this stream? If there's stuff to highlight, yeah, like we uploaded a new video, which actually done well on the second channel, for the Formula E stream. If you guys aren't subbed to Ponden Plus yet, be sure to do so. Linked in chat. Oh, it looks like we've got an issue 5 at Lindblad. Is he about to stop? No. V-Cub, we need to get the running up. We need to get the runnings up. Is he lost power? Or is he just going very slowly? I mean, he's stuck in Sector 1 if so. Oh, he's good. Maybe he's trying something out. What's up, Crazy Charles? How's it going, dude? We're so close to start season. The Albert Park closes to the public on Monday. On Monday, really? Wow. If they can use whenever, then people will just use it to defend and you'll get no overtakes. But if you make it only usable by someone close behind, you'll get more wheel-to-wheel. It's to counteract the dirty air. Right? I guess. Battery's more powerful as it goes into another engine mode. Push to pass can be complex for new fans, I guess. Push to pass can be complex? What is this then? Push to pass is simple. You push a button and it gives you extra energy. And once you run out, you can't get it back. This, you got 3 modes. One is recharge, one is not. You get it back constantly throughout the race. How much energy have they got? Like, bruh, detection points? Like, how is push to pass harder? Easier. Harder. Well, I haven't. Is it a gearbox issue? And maybe, yeah, that sounds like a gearbox issue. It sounds like a gearbox issue, and it looks like he was gonna pull over, and maybe his team are like, nah, come back to the bits. How does Drive to Survive work? Do they release all episodes at once? Yeah, like almost every Netflix show, all episodes at once. We got full testing broadcast. We do. Did Kimmy clip one of the elements on the front wing? That top element on the end plate is on the right side, but not on the left. I didn't notice that. Maybe that's on purpose. In the last few years, WWGP winners won the championship the following year. This year, Max might win. High hopium. Let's hope. Idea for sprint races: put the drivers in F2 cars so only their skill matters. F2 cars suck. But imagine. Okay, watch the whole thing today. Yes, the whole thing today, Leo. Sup, user. Thank you for the follow. Also, Boost has basically always been in hybrid F1, but now they have given it an easy, fan-friendly name because it will be more impactful in the racing. Right. So, no, it's not the case. They have C1 to C5 and are all not registered yet. C4 and C5 are marked as T-tie, I believe. Oh, that's the first time I've seen it this week. The last 2 weeks, though. Usually, though, that's what T-tie means, though. Obviously, that breakdown video F1 did for a few new regs might help you understand. Okay, we'll have to watch that at some point. So I think I've got this right. Straight line mode is active whenever as active error. Yeah, so straight line is every lap, on the straight. Overtake is deployment from the battery that gets activated within 1 second. Yeah, boost mode is electrical deployment from the battery anywhere. Yeah. Wish we could see the steering wheel like we did with the Audi showing battery. If battery energy is juice, every team can use this juice in every lap. In boost mode, you drink juice as much as possible and is available for drivers. But this juice has restrictions on how fast you drink. They'll be cut down straight slowly and go faster straight line. But if you're behind 1 second of a car, you can get juice for longer. Maybe I'm just dumb and like hate learning things, or it takes me longer to learn things, but fuck me, I'm just getting more confused the more it gets explained to me. Okay, I've got the terminology of straight mode now. I just was getting mixed up with the explanations. But straight mode, active arrow, cool. Let's figure out a name. What do we call it on the Ponden stream? Are we calling it active arrow or straight mode? I prefer active arrow. I guess the terminology of it is active arrow, but the name is straight mode. So I guess we're calling it straight mode. Straight mode. Straight mode. Is there a gay mode? Am I right, guys? That fry looks mad, man. That fry looks mad. Yeah, to be fair, it is cool. It is labeled straight mode on the side of the track. I miss the good old days when they had no help with overtaking it to pass with stone cold aura. I agree. Juice mode is spilling juice on your stream setup. Yep. Who do you think has the weakest driver lineup? Weakest is probably Liam and Arvid. I mean, Liam's in his second full season and Arvid's in his first. Every other driver has an experienced driver. Like Haas have Behrman, who's very solid, but in his second season, but you got Ocon. I mean, McLaren's one of the best, or the best probably. Cadillac, very experienced. Mercedes, experienced driver with a good young gun. Williams, very experienced. Fry, very experienced. Aston, one very experienced driver with one shitter. Audi, one experienced driver with one good rookie or one good young gun. Red Bull, best driver on the grid with good rookie or good young gun, I should say. I need to stop calling them rookies. Alpine's maybe second worst. Because Gasly's good and experienced, but he's not the same as... Actually, no. I'd probably put Alpine above... Oh, actually, no. I was going to say, no. I think Gasly's better than Ocon and Behrman. But Colapinto's worse than Ocon and Behrman. Anyways, yeah, and then that's everyone. How do I supposed to use boost and overtake at the same time? I don't know. The Zin sponsorship is like the second HP logo on the Ferrari. You guys really think the Zin stands out? I think the Zin looks good. I mean, I know Zin isn't like a good sponsor. Like, it's fucking bad for you, but I think it's good. I think it's a good looking sponsor. I think it looks good on the car. Why is Mickey Mouse commentating? Who is this? Anthony Davidson. I hate the term straight mode. Like, what are they normally in corner mode? Yeah, I don't know. Active aero makes way more sense. Also, okay, this is my logic, right? Straight mode. If straight mode is something that opens up every single lap and it's just a part of driving. Yeah, wait, no, this is actually a perfect analogy. If straight mode is something that opens every single lap, it's a part of the car and the process that the driver does. Why is it being named on the track? Like, okay, to be fair, you do need to name it on the track for the drivers so they can open it and stuff. But, like, that's like naming, we're coming into corner mode now because we're about to turn. We're in steering mode now because we're about to turn around the corner. We're in throttle mode. Oh, drone. We're in throttle mode because they're pressing the throttle right now. We're in brake mode because, like, no, it's just a part of the driver's input. We don't need to fucking name it straight mode. The concept of the flaps opening is called active aero. Let's just call it active aero. That's the active aero coming into play. That feature is called active aero. We don't need to call it a mode. Like, let's not complicate this. It's just when the cars are on the straight, flaps go up. Simple. You don't need to call it fucking straight mode. No, who? You're telling me on the commentary we're gonna hear, and Pierre Gasly is following Esteban Ocon. Do they both open their straight mode? No, that's just a part of driving. Imagine commentating and being like, Pierre Gasly's turning through the corner. He's in cornering mode right now, and he's full throttle. He's in throttle mode down the straight. No one's gonna do that. So why are we? I don't know. I guess they have to explain what straight mode is, but just call it active aero, man. Just call it active aero. But it's weird. Yo, Trelora Former, thank you so much for the sub. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. Thank you for the subbing for the very first time, dude. Really do appreciate that. LG, Lord Cassie, Jetfire, Janice, Crazy Charles, Andy Rigus, HRJ, Brutu, Agme, and Anomaly. Thank you guys for the follows. Crofty trying hard to keep in straight mode. Not going to say straight mode as everyone will do it, yeah. I understand they need to have straight mode on the side of the track for the drivers to know when to activate it, but fuck it. Fuck explaining it like it's some crazy shit. It's literally just like steering. It's just a new input that the drivers have to do every lap. Elena, aim for the volley. I love the idea of unbraking, so I'm in brake mode. Yeah, exactly. It's just dumb. Are they stream it? Yes, it's live all day. Pezzy. It's so stupid. I'm intentionally called DRS. Just keep it as DRS. Makes more sense. One sec. Okay, I think my person is here. One sec. One sec, guys. I got someone coming to the house. I just need to let them in and talk to them for like 2 minutes. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back. So basically, just getting something done in the house. I had to let them in. All right. Anyways, I'm back. It's so weird having someone in the house while I'm streaming, but I've put like I've put F on TV. I've put testing on the TV at full blast, so that way hopefully it like drowns me out. Anyways, right. What is up? What is up? Let me unmute this broadcast. What did I miss? What did I miss? Did I miss anything important? You're gonna hear all the terms and about clipping and super clipping. Super clipping. What the fuck's super clipping? You missed Charles's lap. I went up to the top. What was it? 133. Whoa! This is only 1/10 off of Antonelli's time, isn't it? Beaver, what is up, dude? How's it going, man? How was Formula E in Jeddah? That looked so good. I'm so glad you got to go to an event like that. Was it your first time at Formula E? Had you faster than Leclerc? GG. Right, you say that, and then Leclerc goes up to the top. Good timing. What's up, Trelor? Bottom of the stream, and thank you so much again for the sub before, dude. Novik, same for the follow. Oh, Lando, big lockup again. These lockups are crazy, man. To be honest, it wasn't as long, but still, the lockups really wreck the car. It was yeah, first time on a racetrack. First time on a racetrack. Damn. I guess that makes sense. Obviously, with like India not having a Grand Prix. Are you gonna try to get to? Isn't MotoGP go to India? What series go to India? Or did like no series really go to India? Dude, Nick is so nice. Yeah, Hannah said she ran into Nick as well, and he was so nice. As she said, like super just like chill. Did you get to film with Nick? Because you were with Mahindra, weren't you? Because Mahindra's a Indian team, right? The Fry Delusion just shot up with that lap. Once I saw that Zin logo on the Fry, I immediately stopped purchasing them and went back to Redman. Okay. MotoGP, yeah. Are you gonna try to get to MotoGP this year, Beaver? It's crazy how much smaller the cars look, man. F1 Netflix is coming up, yes, next Friday. Does Caddy have an issue? Not seeing them out yet. Yeah, Perez is just sitting in the garage. Whether it's an issue, not sure, but it should be an issue because if they're not out on track, ready, then yeah, they're just wasting time. Canada got a gold in women's 500-meter short track. What's 500-meter short track? Short track speed skating. Mahindra's India. Jaguar is also kind of owned by an Indian car company, Tata. Is that how you pronounce it? Tata? Jaguar is also owned by Tata Motors, so I guess it's Indian as well. Interesting. New season, same shit camera direction. Okay, give the camera direction a break during testing, because these guys are going to be on the cameras all day. They're going to miss stuff. The comms will be very different. Alina, what is up? Remember the stream? This is Joe fan here. Do you think Joe would ever be back in F1? I don't think Joe will make it back to F1. The three skaters behind the Canadian all crashed and gave her an easy win, right? I haven't watched any of the Winter Olympics. I remember the Olympics used to be bigger when it was just like on free-to-air TV and everyone would watch free-to-air TV. Now it's like you have to go on this app and find this, and like I don't know, it's just like you have to remember to watch it. I know it sounds dumb, but like yeah. Johnny, thank you for the follow. Also, I've just never really cared about the Winter Olympics. Like, don't be wrong, there's some cool stuff at the Winter Olympics, but like I don't know, I feel like snowboarding, skiing, like all that stuff is just like less cool to watch. I don't know. Maybe it's just that's coming from an Australian, but like, yeah. Commonwealth Games. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I prefer Commonwealth Games to even the Winter Olympics. Graphics look the same to me. Yeah, I don't know why there was reports. Maybe they're going to bring them for Australia, or maybe there's no new graphics at all, and Sky Italy is just baiting us. All right, here we go. Is Hulkenberg stalled again? Was that the same clip as before, or is that a second stall? Jeez. I think that was a new one, so he's done it twice, bro. These cars look clapped. Seem clapped. Yeah, Olympics just die, which makes them want more money, which makes them give exclusive coverage out, which makes less people watch, which makes Olympics die, and the cycle continues. Yeah. The thing is, like, I think the Olympics has so much potential, but they remind me a little bit of, I don't even know. I think I'll be honest, it's hard though. I think the Olympics really need to open up sponsorships. So what I mean by that is like, I'll use one example. Let's use Red Bull for example, right? So many athletes at the Olympics are sponsored by Red Bull. Red Bull athletes, right? Eileen Gu, one of the best skiers in the world. Skier, snowboarder, skier is a Red Bull athlete. Scotty James, snowboarder, is a Red Bull athlete. There's so many Red Bull athletes at the Olympics. You would not know. Do you know why? Because they're not allowed to rock personal sponsors at the Olympics when they're representing the team. And obviously that's an Olympic rule. So then these athletes don't get paid, right? Think about Usain Bolt, the best runner in the world. The whole world watches the 100-meter sprint. And that man only made like $10 million from sponsorships in his career. That's fucking nothing. That's fucking nothing. And to think he's probably the most, other than Michael Phelps, probably the most talked about Olympian of all time. And he's making only, I know 10 mil is a lot of money, but for a high level athlete, like that's not a lot. I really think the Olympics need to open up that rule. And I know it's very hard to do because then you're going to start getting like different brands and blah, 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 blah. But like, I don't know. I think the athletes should be allowed to rock their own sponsorship. And like, you know, there's the whole rule about like, you're not allowed to say the Olympics in adverts and stuff like that unless you sponsor the Olympics. So like Adidas have to say like the games or whatever. Whoa, something's broken on the Aston. Is that from the rear wing or is that for the rear light? Yeah, rear rain lights come up. Oh my god, this Aston's falling apart, bro. Oh. Is it the light? What is that? What is that? What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. They simply can't, as rich countries would be way too advantage. Would that be the case though? Wait, is that Haas on the rear wing new? Would that be the case though? So you're telling me if let's say what's a sport? Let's say the best javelin thrower in the world. If she was able to get paid more money from sponsors, not from the country, from sponsors, the better countries would be disadvantaged? Because I disagree. I feel like, yeah, wait, no, I completely disagree. I get, but the countries already pay them, right? Oh, at the moment, that's already the case. Is the more the country invests in the Olympians, the better they are. So obviously, the better countries with the better facilities, who can afford more and to pay more, have the better athletes. That's just a fact. So from a sponsorship standpoint, if you're I don't know, what's a poor country? Like, I don't know, Jamaica. Let's just use Jamaica, for instance, right? Like, if you are the best fucking bobsled team, you're going to rack up the sponsors. And then you don't have to rely on your country not investing in your fucking Olympic program. So I actually think, no, yeah, I disagree. I think it would actually become down to who's marketable and who's better rather than just who comes from the right country to be able to have the best facilities. I mean, at the end of the day, sadly, this just goes for anything in the world, whether you're a music artist or a sports athlete or an Olympian or whatever. You are limited to your country's wealth in the sense of like, you know, if you're a footballer growing up in England, yeah, there's more competition, but you've got the better pitches to play on, better facilities, better players to play against. You're ultimately going to become a better player. But if you grow up playing football in let's say Jamaica, you are going to have less as good facilities, less competition, whatever. So naturally, there's always just going to be better athletes coming from the more wealthy countries because the facilities are better. So, yeah. But yeah, like let's use Mondo Duplantis for example, right? Pole vaulter in the Olympics, world record breaker. He's the guy who breaks a world record every single competition he does. He broke like 4 world records last year, whatever it was. He's sponsored by Red Bull, right? And obviously Red Bull pay him a lot of money because he constantly breaks records, and Sweden pay him a lot of money because he is elite, right? And he's able to be full time. So compared to the 4th, 5th, 6th best pole vaulters in the world, he can just keep training and training and training. And like, would he be full time if he wasn't sponsored by Red Bull? Probably, because of Sweden. But if he came from another country, even though he's the best pole vaulter in the world, he might not be able to be a full time pole vaulter. And you know, it's lucky that Red Bull invests so much money in him because he does break records. But if you go to another sport, like, you know, they don't have these individual sponsors. And, you know, think about how much more money Mondo Duplantis would get paid if he was able to rep the Red Bull logo at the Olympics. Or how much XYZ would get paid. Like, imagine Usain Bolt, right? He would probably get paid. He got paid $10 million in sponsors in his career. He would probably have gotten paid $10 million just for one Olympics to use the Puma boots, to wear Puma shoes. I really think that, I don't know, I personally think that's how the Olympics solve one problem, which is you're going to have better athletes at a higher level because they're able to get paid by sponsors, and the sponsors can rep their athletes at the Olympics. And then hopefully more people watch the Olympics because the competition is better. I don't think it would change too much from an Olympics earning money, but it would just make the Olympics better and make it better for the athletes. Sweden doesn't pay him. I'm 99% sure he does. Every single time he gets a world record, Sweden pay him $100,000. So he purposely only breaks his world record by 1 centimeter so he can keep breaking it rather than just jumping up once, because then you only get one 100K payout. Yeah, no, that's 100% the case. He's spoken about it before. Squilliamson, thank you for the, one of the stream though, dude. Bambino-san, thank you for the follow. It's probably better to invest in teaching younger people and sponsoring kids' sports to bring people up on a level playing field. Yeah. I worked alongside a 3-time Black Sticks gold medalist, lol, and she ain't made nothing relatively still working full time. Yeah, exactly. Most people in the Olympics still work full time. And don't be wrong, the Olympics has always been about everyday people competing. But I think we're past that time now. I think the Olympics need to allow athletes to be athletes. Competition is entertainment, and the better the athletes are, the more entertaining it is for us. Limiting people to just being everyday people, like, it's the same reason that, like, you don't see footballers playing for their national country in the Olympics, and stuff like that, because they're so just like limiting. Like, what's the Olympic ruling on football? Isn't there like some bullshit of like you're only allowed 3 players over 21 or some dumb shit like that? He grew up in the US and trains in the US. Yeah, but he reps Sweden at the Olympics, though. It's to keep the competition pure. Feels shit if you win and the guy a step down is getting paid 10 times more than you do. Nothing but their face, really. This guy just woke up. It's 1 a.m. for me. What's up, Ballistic? At least astronaut 4 seconds off of them. Yeah, where are they? Yeah, to be fair, they're not 4 seconds off. They've turned the engine up. At least I guess it's like football prem players get paid a little amount for international games, so we get paid sponsors like Boots. Wait, so what? At the Olympics? Wait. I've just thought about this. So they're not allowed to rock their personal sponsors at the Olympics. So what do footballers wear? Do they just wear non-branded boots? Football Olympics. Oh, so they're allowed to wear Nike boots. So the only sponsorship is the is what you wear. You can't rep the logo. Damn, so if you're a clothing brand, you can really benefit from the Olympics. But if you're, say, like Red Bull or an energy drink or another sponsor, you cannot sponsor an Olympic athlete no matter what. Okay, so I take back my example of what I said about Usain Bolt, the Olympics, because he was running in branded shoes. My bad, my bad. Wait, he did have a Puma logo on his chest. Wait, I'm probably talking shit now. Are they limited to one sponsor? Because, yeah, in the running, they've got Nike and Puma logo on their chests and obviously Puma or Nike logo on their feet. But that's it. I guess it's kind of like UFC. UFC's fucking dumb too. UFC don't allow their athletes to have, their fighters to have personal sponsors. It's so dumb. Yeah, the country is sponsored, but the brand, they can wear it. Might just be the stuff they're wearing, but not sponsored, right? Oh, yeah, the country's sponsored by... So, like, was Jamaica sponsored by Puma then? Wait. Does the athlete or the country get sponsored to wear equipment in Olympics? Both athletes and country get sponsored for Olympic equipment, but in different contexts. National Olympic Committees, NOCs, secure sponsors for podium, village, and ceremony uniforms, while individual athletes have personal sponsors for their specific competition gear, shoes, racket, etc., provided they comply with strict IOC rules 40 and 50. The NOC dictates that athletes wear on the podium during opening and closing ceremonies and in the village. For instance, Puma sponsored Jamaica's team gear, while Adidas might sponsor another. Athletes often wear their personal sponsors during competitions, such as shoes, but they may need to cover or move branding for non-clothing for clean venue rules. These regulations strictly govern... Right, okay. So they run in their team sponsor. So if you're a runner and your country's sponsored by Puma, you gotta wear Puma shoes. I see. So the country gets paid and then they distribute that money to the athletes. That's just dumb. I'm sorry, but like, the country should be investing in their athletes. This is the problem. The problem is solved, man. If you allow sponsors to individually sponsor the athletes at the Olympics, then the countries don't have to worry about, oh, you don't have the money to sponsor athletes. Well, who cares? Let the companies do it then. And then, I don't know. It's dumb. There's specific guidelines, but Rule 40 allows athletes to promote personal sponsors as long as they are pre-approved. Weird. MJ did it one year where he wore tape over his jumpsuit. Yeah. But then he didn't he show it or something? I remember seeing that with the flag where it was. Aspect. Oh, no. He covered the Nike logo, wasn't it? No. He was wasn't the Olympic team sponsored by Under Armour? And he covered the logo with his American flag. Yeah. Aspect. Thank you so much for the 45-month resub, dude. Really do appreciate you supporting with Prime. Thank you, man. Thank you. I mean, Dima. Sorry. Dima, thank you for the sub. I imagine there are no caps or their wear branded boots to do either that country sponsors. Because we get all the trash gear. I don't know. Anyways, that topic stemmed from us talking about the Olympics being old-fashioned. And yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I think the Olympics should do to be better. Yeah. I'm a newbie to F1. Why aren't other drivers appearing? So you can only have one car from each team out on track during testing. So we've only got 11 cars out on track. Well, we've actually only got 10 at the moment because Cadillac have not sent a driver out. ZL, thank you for the follow. I was surprised though because I saw a video. It was talking about the most watched sports in the world. Obviously, Summer Games is one. Sporting events in the world. Summer Olympics is number 1. World Cup's number 2. I think Tour de France is up there, which is very surprising. And then number 4 was Winter Olympics. Really? I don't know. Maybe it's just because I come from, again, two countries who don't really compete in the Winter Olympics. But, like, I swear I never see anyone talking about the Winter Olympics. Whereas, like, the Super Bowl, it's all you fucking hear about. I have a genuine question. How did Liam Lawson go last year in testing? Was he shit in testing? Oh, in the Red Bull. I actually can't remember now. 10 minutes into the session, Aston close to the top than they were last week. Yeah, that's good. But I wonder if they've turned the engine up, but it's like less reliable now. You like to watch Skeleton. That's the one where they go like down. It's like bobsled, but by yourself, right? Winter Olympics everywhere here in Sweden, right? I'm from America. And nobody I know watches the Winter Olympics. How many athletes are from America in the Winter Olympics? Because I know, I guess some states in America have a lot of snow, right? Excuse me. Then we'll have a scroll through Discord soon. I think they talk about skating when it's a good bit. I believe his testing was actually decent at the Red Bull. Yeah, I think it was okay. But then again, like Yuki was good in practice in the Red Bull. Like Hadja looks good at the moment. Like we don't really know until you have to push to the max in that car. Olympics is weeks long, though. All Super Bowls a few hours. True, very true. Yeah, like I think the like League of Legends final gets more viewership than the NBA final. Sorry, League of Legends World Champs get more views than the NBA finals. But like the World Champs span over like a month or like 2 months, whereas the NBA finals up to 7 games. I feel like you just gotta look at like the grand final specifically, otherwise you get such skewed results. Like if you looked at F1 over a season, F1 would probably have a lot of watch time. But if you looked at F1 at just at one race, F1 doesn't really have a Super Bowl. It doesn't have a, you know what I mean? It doesn't have a grand final. It's just 24 races that are all the exact same, you know? Yeah, your races like Monaco and Silverstone get more viewership than others, but yeah. ZL underscore, he goes to the follows. Tour de France very popular in Belgium, yeah. At 2:15 a.m., I have to get some sleep. I'll see your beautiful hair at the border. Catch you later, Joel. Appreciate you chilling. Are you watching T20? I do not watch cricket. I swear, I get asked that so much. Do you watch cricket? Do you watch cricket? T20? You gonna watch the World Cup? No. I will not be watching cricket. Oh, Perry's in the car. Caleb better come out. Excuse me. What do you think of the McLaren possibly sacrificing the first race because they said they won't upgrade the car until they 100% know it? Could be smart. Could be smart. You know, sacrifice. What is it? 1 step back, 2 steps forward, you know? I don't mind it. From 4 seconds off at Aston at the development pace, they'll be ahead by 4 seconds in Australia. Everyone should incorporate a playoff segment of the season. Lamau? Hell no. Haven't supercars done that now? Haven't supercars added like some fucking playoff shit like NASCAR? What's the T tire Leclerc's using? That's C5/C6 compound. Usually T tire means test tire, but I think they're just using it as a way to display more compounds. You're working to at 3 a.m. Hell yeah. In T20, Australia is out in the group round for the first time ever. Oofed. All right, should we have a look through Discord? I think we should have a look through Discord at all the news from the last week. Actually, wait for the Cadillac to come out and then we'll do it. How do you guys feel, by the way, about like okay, so like usually during watch alongs, during practice, I sit here for the whole watch along and just chat, which I'm gonna stick to that when I'm doing practice watch alongs, because it's only an hour, just sit down, watch the broadcast and chat, and then in between sessions look at Discord and stuff like that. But testing, in the past, I used to sit here for 8 hours and just talk for 8 hours. But like I really like scrolling through Discord and stuff like that. And obviously the stream's been going so well doing that stuff. But I also like I don't want to be yapping away talking about stuff that's not happening while it's out on track. But I'm also like it's testing, so I'm like I don't know. You guys as viewers, like, would you just have both up? Like, either way, I'm gonna have it up on my second monitor so I can still see it. But like, I guess it is just cars going around in circles, right? It's no different to the other days. It's just we can actually see what's happening on track, as opposed to just looking at timings. It's definitely underwhelming when F1 champions are confirmed mid-season, though. Oh, for sure. I do love the sound. I will say louder and raspier than last year's cars, but I still like the sound of the previous regs, despite people hating on it. Wait, you like the sound of the previous regs? Have you seen all the F1 helmets? I don't think everyone's confirmed their helmets yet. I think some people are still rocking their old helmets with new sponsors. But yeah, I saw Tomo rated the helmets. And L ratings. Putting Liam last. L ratings. I thought you were from UK, so you watch World Cup. I live in the UK, yeah, but doesn't mean I like cricket. What do you think is the percentage of population that watches cricket in Australia or NZ? Just want to know the popularity there. Percentage, I don't know, but it's a good amount. I think Australians and New Zealanders like cricket. It's definitely one you kind of play growing up. I played it for 2 years growing up in New Zealand. Yeah, people like it for sure. I think the problem with Australia is there's too many sports people enjoy. Like America, you've got basketball, you've got NFL, and you got baseball. And it's like they're the three, you know what I mean? For a big country like that. Whereas Australia, it's like AFL, rugby, cricket, supercars, fucking netball for the girls, like basketball's even popular in Australia, soccer's popular, or football's popular in Australia. Or a population probably more into cricket and NZ, yeah. Cricket is weird in the UK, it's popular in England, but non-existent in Scotland. One thing I was very surprised about moving here is how popular rugby is here. It's so funny though, like I feel like my perception of sports is so warped now with Formula One. Like the way I watch Formula One, the way I watch Counter-Strike, I'm like obsessed with it. In the sense of like I know every single detail, I watch every single weekend and stuff like that. Whereas like a sport like rugby, like I don't know, I feel like people don't like sit down and like watch rugby content. Like maybe I'm wrong, but I can't imagine people just sitting down and watching rugby content and like watching rugby all weekend and stuff like that and watching rugby streamers. But it's like people still watch rugby. They'll go to the pub and watch rugby. And I was like, I don't know. It's like my whole like perception of sports is so fucked now because I feel like football, esports, and F1. Am I missing any? Maybe NBA as well. Football, esports, NBA, F1 have done such a good job of making their sport feel like a culture that it's like you're always watching it, you're always talking about it, you're always keeping up to date with the news. That when I hear like I watch rugby, I'm like, what is there to watch, bruh? Like, what is there to watch? You watch the games? Nah, you gotta do more than that. Yeah, UFC is another one probably on the same par as its other ones. I can't stand rugby, never watched it properly. I think most are moving in the same direction with more streamers and categories at least. I feel like rugby not as mainstream and that's the big competitions, yeah. Hey man. The flare back of the C3s. Paris coming out track. I think the Zin logo looks good, man. I know if there was a lot of creators and YouTube and stuff. Really? Oh yeah, football is like the pinnacle of like YouTube and streaming and content and stuff. God, how I would love to take a tire blanket off the Cadillac. The Ferrari onboard's so dead, man. Who thought it was a good idea to make the whole onboard white? Like, are we serious, bruh? Are we serious? Darts trying to be a sport now, too. Trying to be a sport. Excuse me. Darts has always been a sport. Darts is great. What video games are popular in your country? Because in mine, GTA 5 is still booming. I don't feel like... Am I stupid in thinking... actually, no, you're probably right. I was going to say, I don't feel like games are limited to a country. But then, obviously, like, mobile games are very popular in Asia. League of Legends very popular in Asia. You know, Western world, maybe more, like, shooters. Europe is very Counter-Strike heavy. Or, like, I should say Counter-Strike is very European heavy. Like, FIFA is probably more popular in Europe as well. Yeah. So yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe there is countries. Anyways, in Australia, what games are popular? I guess Australia is just whatever's popular in Europe, really. I'm trying to think, is there a game that's popular in Australia, but like not as popular anywhere else? I don't think so. Oof. Good snap. A good save there. Red and black go well so well together. White just kills it. Oh, shit, man. Can't stop yawning, bro. How can you watch it live? Wherever you normally watch F1, so F1 TV. Whoa. Yeah, you can really save these cars a lot more. Is there a post show after 8 hours after we've done like last week? Ooh, I'd have to have a look. All right. I'm going to put the broadcast on my second monitor. Watch that on the side. Let's have a look through Discord at some news and stuff. If anything does happen on track and I miss it, let me know. But let's have a scroll through Discord. So the last thing I looked at, did I unmute? Yep. What was the last thing I looked at? When was our last stream? Last stream was 13th. So let's scroll all the way back up to the 13th. Where's my fucking scroll wheel gone? Why does it disappear, man? Why does the scroll wheel disappear? Hello? No, I want to go... Hello? There we go. Oh. 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 Oh my god, we're gonna go so far up. If you ever want to rage bait Oz, just say sandpaper. I mean, if you're an Australian getting mad that the fact that our country cheated, then yeah, we deserve to get rage baited. They let our country down. Stupid idiots. The fact they still got to play is ridiculous. I'm sorry, I don't care if they're good players. Ban them for life. Alright, let's have a look through Discord at the news and stuff that's come out over the last few days since our last stream on Friday. The girl who fell a lot and Ollie, there you guys are the follows. The fucking underarm bowl. You could just click the banner. No, I'm trying to go up, not down. Why do you remove the shoey points rewards, bro? Because I had enough. That last shoey almost killed me, man. That last shoey almost killed me. All right, let's have a scroll through Discord. I've got to let you go. Wait, I think this is funny from Ted. We love Ted. Snowbook.
Did you know that
Fifth.
when we do the fan...
Oh, this is Albon, okay.
Forum. Every race we go to on a stage on a Thursday or Friday. It's done in championship order. So if you are P10 in the Constructors' Championship, you have the 8 a.m.
early
Thursday slot.
I didn't know
And
that.
if you are a McLaren, you have the Friday.
Okay.
That is true. That's why we kept having to be first. Also, did you know that the higher up on constructors, the more passes you have.
Yes, I did know that.
That's
really
dumb.
ridiculous.
Everything is better. No, it's not ridiculous. It's always been the way in Formula One.
Surely,
and that
surely
is,
the bottom team should get more passes so that they can get
Come
more
on.
sponsors
You got
to then
you
try
got
and, like,
some
offset the
benefit
thing.
for winning.
The money.
Apart from
And
the
winning,
money,
and the winning.
No, you
The
get
winning
more
is the winning.
passes, you get more car passes, you get better fan forum time. There's a benefit, and I'm trying to say,
I'm
because
about
you're-
equality.
Because you're great and Carlos is great, you're moving Williams up to the top of the thing. You'll
right.
be constructors champions yet again. I've got to let you go. You've got
Okay,
to go.
goodbye.
Stop going on about things like that.
See you later,
And
Ted.
give me that microphone. Thank you.
Oh, my ears. That's funny. That's funny. Part of me is like, it is weird that like every team doesn't get the same amount of passes, but it also makes sense because like the bigger teams are the better teams. They need more passes because they got more sponsors and they got more people to please, more fans to please. So I guess it makes sense. These are the lap counts after day 3 of testing. So Ferrari currently has the most amount of laps. Haas second, then Mercedes, McLaren, Alpine, Red Bull, Racing Bulls, Audi, Cadillac, Williams, and then Aston Martin with the least. Mercedes with the most laps on their engine. Ferrari second, Red Bull third, Audi fourth, Honda fifth. So kilometers per team. Sorry, laps per team. No, where's the laps on average? Oh, this one doesn't show the... I like when it does like laps per on average. Oh, no, yeah, sorry. Kilometers per team. So Ferrari's had the most running. Red Bull and Mercedes are tied, despite obviously Red Bull having less. That's a wrap on week 1 of testing. That's all, folks. Wear air protection, people. What is this? It's just a Lando dump. Okay, it's just a Lando dump. Emma Murray, Oscar's mental health coach, talking about dismantling his blaming mindset, recorded October 25 after Baku. That is generally the most devastating thing I've heard and learned about Oscar. This hurts so bad. Wait, what?
You know, when I was having this conversation, when I was having this conversation with Oscar the other night, he actually sort of laughed at one point. And I laughed. I'm like, yeah, I get it, Oscar.
I know.
Like, I get that you're like, are you kidding me? Like, I just want to win the world championship. Why the hell do I have to have any other purpose greater than that? Like, what a joke. Like, I just want to win. And it's like, I get that, but your desire to win and your attachment to the need to winning is what's derailing your performance.
That's right.
And so we have to untangle that so that you can win.
Yeah.
We're not untangling it because we don't want you to win and you don't want to win. Yeah, you know, when I was having this
Interesting.
conversation.
I mean, that is obviously the hardest thing, right, in life, is finding the balance, because there's times where, I will look at a driver and say they want to win, and I use that as a positive. Like, I've been talking about it a lot lately of like Lewis is a 7-time champ. He's older now. Does he really want to win as bad as Leclerc and Russell? Probably not. But on the other side of things, you got a driver like Max, who I don't think cares about winning as much as the other drivers, and I think that helps him mentally in those moments where the pressure doesn't get to him. So it's all about balance, right? It's about caring enough, but not letting the care get too much that you just end up absolutely crumbling from it. But yeah, I don't think that's as crazy. I thought there's gonna be like a crazier quote than that. Ted wants the rich to get richer. Who do you think has the best car this season? I think so far, it's hard. Honestly, Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren look very similar. It's going to be so interesting to see Australia. I'm going to say Mercedes and McLaren are probably the best, just because I still think they're hiding stuff on their engine a little bit. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how how everything shakes up over the next few days coming into Oz. Oh my God, excuse me. Hot take, Max won't win this season. I don't know if that's a hot take, but who's the worst car? I think Aston have the worst. I mean, they're looking better right now. It's only day 1 of 1 hour and a half into the first day of testing, but they're definitely looking better right now. What's George got to say?
Sono stati dei test interessanti.
Oh, fuck off. Fucking. Would you be disappointed if some engine-related rule changes happened before Melbourne? I'd be pretty happy if they reduced Red Bull's power, honestly. Well, I read that already, but fuck it up. No PU protest. Ferrari rules out protesting Mercedes' engine amid the compression ratio debate. What? That's going to be fake, right? McLaren has called for safety changes to be made to F1's rules before the season opening in at the Australian Grand Prix. The 4 drivers from the top 4 teams taking their turns deflecting the performance
We
questions.
did a good amount of laps. We're certainly not quick enough. So, yeah, plenty of work for us to look into and try and improve on. I think today was our first bit of understanding on where we stand in terms of pace against at least Ferrari, who did a full long run. We're not really close to them at the minute. So, yeah, we're certainly not bad, but we're not quick enough.
Everybody is throwing each other's the ball of who is the fastest. I don't believe in any of what they say, and I don't believe in Lando's reaction. I think we've seen few things on the Mercedes engine that are very impressive, and they are not showing any of that. And when I say any of that, we are speaking about quite a lot. Red Bull have shown a bit more than what Mercedes have shown, and they are very impressive as well, especially more on the electrical side of things. With the recharge and the amount they can deploy on each single lap is very impressive.
Why is this clip so long, bro? Why is that clip so long? That could have been cut up so much better. But anyways, Leclerc says Mercedes, then I think Russell says Red Bull.
And come Melbourne, there'll be a lot of upgrades, so it's be interesting.
And then Max says Mercedes. Bodie, thank you so much for the 11-month resub, dude. Man's getting the sub count back up after he got the new account. But thank you so much, dude. Really do appreciate you coming over the 11-month resub with tier 1. Thank you, man. Thank you. Yow, they would follow. It's clearly Mercedes. I think it's Mercedes. I think they're definitely turning their stuff down. I heard people saying Ferrari figured out the compression trick. I don't know about that. Oh, my link. It's gonna be good then, right? It's gonna be good.
I've been sent on a mission to ask the team what year they were born in.
Facts.
Hello, mate. We've got a question for you. What year were you born? What year were you born in? 90. Quando sei nato? In qual anno?
1981. 1993.
1982.
What year were you born?
Oh God, not listening.
17.
What year were you born?
1969.
No way. No way.
What year were you born?
2005. I've been sent.
Fucking dinosaur, bro. The start of the Australian GP. With how these practice starts going, honestly, man. Oh, bruh. It's a lights out. Here we stay. What's expecting us at Melbourne start in a couple weeks? Bro, imagine that happened in F1. Can you imagine the chaos if that happened in F1? Like, was it Belgium 1986 or whatever? Subway Labo? And they're not even letting some of the answers go through. What is Ferrari? Well, I think that's the point. It was meant to be like cutting them off. What is Ferrari's reason for saying RB is fastest? Isn't saying Mercedes #1 the better strategy? Ferrari didn't say Red Bull was fastest. Ferrari said Mercedes. Red Bull said Mercedes. McLaren said Ferrari. Mercedes said Red Bull. This time last year was F1 75. Crazy how we've seen no liveries, no testing until this time last year. True, Poochie, true. I mean, we did have that weird Williams event, but yeah, other than that, crazy. It was a year ago today. Damn. We saw that. F1 on board with Kimi Antonelli for the fastest lap in the entire test weekend. Can't watch that right now. According to Sky Sports Italy, F1 will likely debut new graphics next week during testing. Womp womp. They did not. Kimi targeting I can't speak today. Kimi targeting Bono with a water gun tonight in the paddock. Okay. This is so cinematic. Wow, look how pretty it is. Beautiful. Oscar Piastri explained this. Some were told to go with lights, others to go only when the car headed to go. It was a comms issue, not a technical issue. I think it was a bit of both, to be honest. Aston Martin engineers discussing where they need to improve. I love this video.
New nose, front wing, rear wing, engine, gearbox, an enhanced energy recovery system, and much more.
Oscar Wyman to practice today. We saw that. Lando Norris to Max Verstappen on a random Thursday.
Shut up and drive. Shut up and drive.
The Lando Max one-sided beef is so funny. 3 different approaches to all new active aero. Which way works best? Wait, 3? What's the third? Huh? Audi and Alpine are the same, are they not? Pivots up from the rear wing. Pivots from center. Oh. Pivots down from the front. Interesting. Interesting. What is better? I feel like Audi's going to have a lot of drag, surely. Surely Audi's one's going to have a lot of drag with that. Charles, about Max's comment, I think that's a bit of an extreme statement, but I know Max. I know he can be quite last, black and white sometimes, but are these the most enjoyable cars I've ever driven? No, there are many things to improve. What? What is this? Will you be my Valentine's Day, Silverstone? Okay. What is up with the threads community, F1 community, bro? The only bouquet I want to write. What is wrong with F1 threads? The Oscar Piastri burger is back. Wait, is this an ad? What's an ad? Built for maximum performance, just like we are on track. High protein, low sugar, and packed full of flavor. The burger curse is back because progress never stops. Okay. Why does he look so good in the grilled ads, but look so clapped in all the the McLaren stuff? Are you confident there will be some upgrades on the car? Yeah. So I mean, wait. Turns around. Wait, what? Is this another?
Yeah. So I mean, wait. I don't know. I think we're bringing an upgrade, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, I mean, it's not.
Oh,
the
he's
car
about
we're
to
gonna
say
race
it, but then he got told by his comms manager no.
Yeah, so I mean, wait. I don't know. I think we're bringing an upgrade.
Comms manager stopped him mid-sentence before he leaked some shit. What's up, Max Baz? Audi pivots from the middle. That's so interesting. How long till FIA changes battery split ratios? Battery split ratios? What do you mean by that? I think it just depends on the, like, they're going to have to see each Grand Prix. Liam Lawson was on the Gypsy Tales podcast. I haven't listened to this yet. I will at some point, but it looks like a very chill interview of Liam. There's a lot of good clips. There's a lot of good clips coming out. One of them we'll look at shortly. But yeah, highly recommend if you want to have a listen to a chill convo with Liam. These 97-year-old teammates still serve yayoi the old-fashioned way. What the fuck is yayoi? Yayoi. Gab, saying to follow.
Who was the faster driver?
I'll give him that. No, I cannot do that. Yeah.
Who would make the best team principal?
He wouldn't want to pay the drivers.
Who is the worst passenger?
He won't let me drive. I've done so many events and he always drives.
And who would win in a go-kart race right now?
I'm lighter than David. Come on to our show if you want to ask your own questions.
Tickets on sale now.
Sales? Well, what the... Sale.
On sale. On sale.
On sale. You can...
On sale.
On sale.
No.
No.
Yeah.
What is yaoi, bro? What the fuck is a yaoi? Someone tell Ponden about yaoi. Yeah, can someone give me yaoi definition? Someone give me yaoi definition. I can't be fuck googling it. Bearman has no PR training. Do you like Ollie Bear? Yeah, I like Ollie a lot. What the fuck is yaoi, bro? Am I not meant to be saying it? Weird thing to pay for, but I'm tempted to go, to be honest. I think it could be cool. I'm not gonna lie. I went to the Bat and Tommy, the P1 show in London back in 24, and I bought a ticket, my own money. You know, I went on my own accord. And the reason I went was because I was like, I want to see what this is like what a show, an F1 show is like in person, like a talking show. And I remember going into it thinking like, how do you do a podcast in real life? Like, I feel like this is just going to be dead. Like it's going to be like a TED talk. Like, But I went because I was like, I want to see what it's like. You know, I'm open-minded, and you know, who knows? Maybe in the future I'll get to do something like this one day. I want to see like what it's like. Genuinely, such a good time. Like, it was so fun. It was very interactive. Like, Matt and Tommy were great. It was very chill, but it was very entertaining. It was very different to what they like. It was very different to a Twitch stream and a YouTube stream. The energy from the crowd, it was really, really good. I mean, obviously these guys aren't going to be as entertaining probably as Matt and Tommy in the way of like making it kind of, I don't know, they'd probably be just a bit more like chatty, but I don't know. I think live shows like this can be really, really cool. It's a Japanese term they use to refer homosexual male relationships. Stop talking. F1 champion Lando Norris hit back on F1 legend Max Verstappen's comments on the 2026 cars being Formula E on steroids by saying that he should retire if he wants to retire. Is Norris challenging a hydrogen bomb as a coughing baby? Okay. Max Verstappen, I think the sun is yellow and the moon is white. Everyone else, okay. Lando Norris and George Russell. Well, actually, it's not yellow because... Got of facts, though. Got of facts. Yeah, so we've got SM on the side of the track now instead of DRS and OT. So you know where the different zones are. The Formula 1 paddock is a theater of... I hate the descriptions, man. Oldest rivalry known to mankind. Okay. What's Ponden doing in the McLaren garage? How is that me, bro? How is that me? First off, he's a ranger. I'm not. Second off, he hasn't got a beard. Like, yeah, maybe the cut is somewhat similar, but like, come on, bruh. Come on. It literally ain't me, bruh. George, take it back. I swear to God.
Okay, but you haven't been sandbagging or anything?
No.
Good, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Your race run was the quickest of the week. Your race sim.
Race run was the quickest of the week. Your race sim. So say all the other teams.
The McLaren boys were.
The McLaren boys. You see, pass the parcel. We're
I can't wait for Australia so we just get a proper pecking order. Imagine we show up to Australia and Mercedes, McLaren, Red Bull, and Ferrari are separated by like 1/10. Imagine that. Whew. I want to kick that bald prick's balls every time I see him in the garage. Fucking guy made FW18, MP4/13, RB19, and now he's got this piece of shit for Fernando. Unbelievable. Hey, it's not Adrian's fault. It's fucking Honda's fault, bro. Don't question the technique. That challenge.
No, but you need to come a bit more curved.
Shoulder.
No, not like this.
Hollow, yeah, hollow.
No, it needs to be like this. Yeah, like this. Yeah.
Okay, maybe. Oh, this is Adidas. I was gonna say. Wait. Were we talking about it on stream? I can't remember if I've spoken about this on stream already, but it would be interesting to see if Audi kind of keep their kind of vibey videos and social media approach, or if they kind of go full corporate because it's Audi. So the drivers are probably like, I was talking about on the Red Bull stream. They're probably gonna be like, fuck yes, no more like shitty media. What if the United Strand was a fan of each F1 team? Oh my god. Last 5 wins in a row, 2025 Dutch GP. Last 5 wins in a row, 2024 Saudi GP. Last 5 wins in a row, 2020 Bahrain GP. Last 5 wins in a row, 2004 Hungarian GP. Wait, Ferraris is 2004? Williams, last 5 wins in a row, 1992 San Marino GP. And then no one else. No one else. What if you just did one win? What if you just did one win? Not cutting my hair until Red Bull win a race. I'm not going to lie. I was low-key thinking about tweeting that after the first race. But then I was like, nah, imagine we go a whole regulation cycle and I have to not cut my hair. I'd just give up, to be honest. I'd give up. Yo, BTZN. What is up, dude? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Do you think the Ferrari's B-Spec car will be faster than Mercedes or Red Bulls? What's up, Neil? Welcome to the stream as well. Do you think a Ferrari's B-Spec car? Oh, it looks pretty good at the moment. It's at the top of the time sheets. 1/10 off of Antonelli's time straight out the gates. It looks very aggressive. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Ferrari won 3 races in a row in 2019. Don't count. Don't count. Fascinating comments from Oscar Piastri on F126. He says the new rules need some reform. I think it's just complex. There's a lot of things that have never been done before, and they're just challenging by nature because some of them are not very instinctive. And when you've driven a certain way for the last 15 years, it's pretty tough to undo some of those things, especially when some of them are lifting on straights or stuff like that. Obviously, as a driver, you never want to be lifting at any point. Even about some of the challenges that we've got and the things we need to address as a sport, ultimately, they're cars that are slower and they have less downforce and probably more power out of the corners. So they're always going to feel difficult to drive and tricky. And that aspect is kind of one thing. And then there's all aspects that are new and need some reform. Need some reform? Is that a word? Well, I know reform's a word, but that doesn't sound right. Yeah, so Piastri's kind of joining in on these regs are weird vibe. Aston Martin had an issue while doing race start of not getting 12,000 RPM. In fact, they were struggling to even hit 11,000 RPM, so it was really a big issue, or they just sandbagging. Well, they're looking better today. They are looking better today already, Liquor, so we'll have to see how the rest of the testing goes, but they are still 2.7 seconds off the top. Alonso's on a quick lap right now, though. Let's see where he goes. Do you think that race starts need to be changed? Oh my god, huge lockup. He was like drifting out of the last corner. Do you see that? Oh my god, he like locked up, but then he was still accelerating at the same time. Bruh. I don't think race starts need to be changed. I just think they need to be longer. So I guess if you count that as changing, then yes. But yeah, I don't want them to like change the way race starts are done. This is just peak Nortel. Neutral?
Mate, if you're gonna come on an AFK every round, I'm not interested. Just to let you know. And then start doing the blame game. Absolutely not. Oh, you're in chat. Nah. I'm not. No, it's not your fault. I'm just saying. Look, you can't be coming on Face It, wanting to rank up, and then the start of every round, you're not there. You're like this. It's just not happening tonight. If you want to come on and give it a proper go and play, we'll do it. You're texting your engineers at 11 p.m. Oh, just died on CS. Oh, front left was a bit. Yeah, check that. Not having it. You're not. Because sometimes it picks up on. You're on reels, mate. You can hear it. It's not happening. That ain't Will on reels doing dances. Will's not doing that. So you don't have reels. Oh, right, yeah. Oh, chat, here we go. Doesn't have anything. No phone. I forgot you don't have a phone.
Wait, what happened to Hulk?
To be fair, that could be a
possibility. Wait, how are you so far ahead? Hulk just went way off into the gravel there.
That could be a possibility.
Right, I almost lost him. I can't next to him.
Pleasure to have you on the team today if you want to play properly. But if you're going to go AFK and then blame me for the loss of the round, absolutely not. Watching Apex. Good.
Facts, Max. Wait,
Good.
I'm watching Apex new meta smokes on Dust 2.
Get some smokes in.
Honestly, well done, Max. Put your foot down. Nothing pisses me off than when people want to play video games and then don't try. What's the point of playing then, man? What's the point of playing then? What's the point of showing up if you're not going to try, huh? Alonso fuming just came here to say that the Aston is a piece of rancid dog shit. All right, appreciate you coming on in, Anarchy. CS mentioned bro was spin to another car. Aston Martin is holding a filming day in Bahrain today. This will allow them to drive another 200 kilometers of the car. So that's why they're goaded right now. Wait, let's look at this replay of the Hulk. Of Hulk going to the gravel. Whoa. Holy. That could have been bad. When we spoke to Lando yesterday, he said that he feels that the team is a bit behind. Do you agree? And how might you not be behind? I think it's very difficult to say, to be honest. I think in terms of how the test has gone this week, I think it was much smoother than we had in Barcelona. I think we did the most laps for the week. So from that side of things, I think it went very well. From a performance point of view, difficult to know at the moment. I would say I don't think it's the preseason that we're looking at 12 months ago, but I don't think we'd be expected that either. It looks very tight. There's still a lot of things for everyone to kind of understand and maximize the performance of. So, you know, I'm sure we'll see the order chop and change a little bit. And I'm sure we'll see it chop and change from that, from track to track as we normally do. But I think we're in the mix, just maybe not at the front of it just yet. I think you are simply lovely. To from.
What you wanna say? I just wanna get close to you. When I get close, close.
He looks chopped. He looks so chopped there. What is Sky Sports' ranking?
Are more advanced than expected.
Have they got a graphic on screen? No. What do they rank? Give me a TLDR. What do they give that? What do they rank? 6 years ago today, Mercedes revealed the W11, one of the greatest F1 cars ever. The grid did not know what was coming. 12 months ago, Fred Vasseur raised safety concerns about the start procedure for the 2026 cars. Vasseur's concerns were ignored, so Ferrari adapted their engines. Now other teams are asking for the start procedure to be changed. Of course, Ferrari will vote against. Wait, why would Ferrari vote against if they wanted it 12 months ago? Is that because they figured out a solution for it? Is that why? I love how Lando's always straight to the point in interviews, and Oscar's always like, I guess we find out soon. Yeah, but then also a lot of the things Lando says kind of bites him in the ass, so. Because they've developed for it, right, because they figured it out. I see. The FIA are excited to introduce interactive fan zones. This allows fans onto the track during races, allowing cars to slow down before corners to recover energy. Interactive fan zones will be used at Arouge Spa, 130R Suzuka, and Maggots and Beckett's Chapel Silverstone. Love it. Well done, FIA. I think this is a great addition. I think the atmosphere, the experience this will bring for the fans is actually so elite. Max has liked this post. This is kind of funny. Max liked this post, and so did Isaac Hedger, by the way. I don't know. Wait, how do I check likes? Oh, what the fuck? How do I check likes on PC? Wait, is it a post? Oh, is it not a reel? Oh, it's not a reel. Oh, here we go. Liked by. Who's it been liked by? Oh, the fuck. Team Redline, Isaac Hadjar, Shane Van Gisbergen, Nicholas Solov, Chris Medler. Oh. F1 Mac. Wait, does it? Max unliked it. Max unliked it. He did like it at some point, though. He did like it at some point, but Isaac's like still there. Anyways, Max like this. What do you like about the new regs, Max?
What?
Max on his way to the Nürburgring after testing the 2026 car.
Motherfucker. Hey,
Listen to me.
Max and Spear team talking before media day.
Promise me that you're not going to do anything. I got you. It's better if nobody you don't know anything. What are you talking about? I'll take care of it. I don't want you to take care of it. John, do me a favor. I'm being serious with you. I know. Smart.
What do you mean?
Max on his engineer says he has to come off the throttle halfway down the straight.
What do you mean?
Max walking into the video.
What the fuck do you want?
Max when he finds out the guy who wrote the 2026 race.
Again, we're here. I mean, come on.
Max's PR team, but he says he'll answer the media politically correct.
I know you. You know you. And I know you know that I know you. I mean, come on.
Max was made to the FIA to discuss the 2026 race. I think my favorite is the fucking Tom Cruise one. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. The fact Max, Hadger, and all those other people like that is kind of funny. What's up with Red Bull? They're slow by 2 seconds. I mean, don't look at timings and testing. I mean, you keep a rough idea of the teams, but yeah, don't look too much at the timings. I mean, Hadger's only done harder runs so far, harder compound tire runs, but also, yeah, who knows how much fuel they've been using. Even Max's mum liked it. Wait, did she? That's funny. Firstly, good morning. Secondly, you're awesome. And finally, I'm so excited for the first race. Our first race is going to be so good. What's up, Madison? All of this just to win in Melbourne, by the way. No driver's so funny by just being himself, like Max, yeah, honestly. Okay, F1 put out a bunch of Valentine's posts. Which one's our fave? Do you want to be my Valentine? Okay, that's good, that's good. You're the one for me. All right. We'd be the perfect Pierre. I like it. I think you're gorgeous. Okay. And the T-pose too. Be my Valentine. My life would be unbearable without you. Yeah. All the signs point to you. Yeah. Will you be mine for forever? We're stretching a bit there. I'm losing my mind over you. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch as well. I don't want to be alone, so be my Valentine. Alone, so be my Valentine. Okay, that's good. I can't stand to Gabby without you. I can't stand to Gabby. One sec, doors ringing. Wait, I don't get this. I can't stand to Gabby without you. I don't get it though. I can't stand to... Oh, it's just meant to be without you? I can't stand to Gabby. That's dumb. Get that one off. Also, why does he look like that? I'm checoing you out. Okay, that one's dumb. You stole my headshot. That's good. I think you're a Lynn Bladdy. Okay. Calm down. Sky Sports rank after the test from that video. 1 Ferrari. Okay. 2 Mercedes, 3 Red Bull, 4 McLaren. Racing Bulls. Okay, respect. Haas, Alpine, Williams, Audi, Aston, Cadillac. Interesting. Okay. Wonder where they feeling Ferrari P1. Ban that admin. Linda Bladia. Wait, what? Bro, that Gabby one is just bad. Restart safety issue discussed by the F1 Commission next week. Reminder that Ferrari and Fred Vasseur had called for the change a year ago, but were dismissed by rival teams. Ferrari's power unit was then made to cope with the shorter restart sequence about 6 months ago. Shout out Ferrari. I hope there's no way that the Audi battery drains that fast. I hope it wasn't fully charged because it will be a nightmare. Where am I looking on the dash?
Wait,
damn.
what?
Did you see how much it gained back though in one corner? That's crazy. Rafa, thank you for the follow. I think Ferrari wanted to upgrade the car into Australia. Watch them make the car worse with this. I mean, it's looking quick right now. It is looking quick. Sepev, thank you for the follow. Who's gonna tell me there's a 2025 Qatar version? I'm fucking crying. Wait, what? What did he do in 2025 Qatar? I can't watch that because it's copyrighted music, but what? Okay, OzGP, this is funny. What's up, Dylan? Perhaps Oscar has some hometown hero status competition. Home race-ish. Oh, they added ish onto the end. That's kind of funny. The only advice to live by, in my opinion. The only dating advice I'm taking this year is from Carlos.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me?
If the guy doesn't bite and doesn't come and talk to you, new set of tires immediately.
Rose and red, violets and blue, here are some. You're totally amazing. You're so gorgeous. They couldn't come up with one for Antonelli. Let's come up with one for Antonelli right now. Is Ham doing the night run or is the Clay all day? Hamilton's in the afternoon. You're Kimmy. You're Kimmy. Lando and Oscar are the frat boys. Changed my mind. So McLaren really is the frat house of the F1 paddock. Yep. If we compare Antonelli's lap, the fastest of the 3 days with Piastri's pole position last year, we can see how the current cars are faster on the straights, while last year's cars are faster in the corners. Interesting. That's a cool comparison. Literally every corner, last year's cars were quicker. Red Bull set to debut their Melbourne Aero package in the final week of testing. Has that happened? Has that happened? What else we got? Happy Valentine's Day, Tiffany. Oh my god. This Bottas guy needs to chill, bro. This Bottas guy needs to chill out. He needs to chill out. TikTok, I need to restart the stream. I'll be back. If you're not following already, be sure to follow. Come join us on Twitch. Otherwise, I'll be back in a moment. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? The Red Bull is definitely different than before. Yeah, for sure. Wait, sorry, I'm not even gonna lie. I just responded to that without even thinking. Wait, you reckon the Red Bull is different than before? What's different though? Because you guys were saying the undercut, but dude, my brain literally went on autopilot mode there. I literally asked, is the Red Bull different? And then you responded, and I go, yeah, for sure. Okay, let's go back to the watch along stream for a little bit. We kind of had a nice scroll through Discord there for a bit, but let's go back to the broadcast. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Oh, perfect timing. Perfect timing. No more Crofty and Anthony Davidson. We've got Alex Jakes and Joe Leone. Oh, what the fuck? I was delayed there. The rule is definitely different. Wait, I posted pics of it in Discord. You'll eventually get to it. Okay, I might start. Next time I open up the Discord to scroll, I think I'll... Oh, big step for the Alpine there. I think I'll have a look at the news. F1 TV squad is back. Don't you wish a girlfriend hot like me? I think 2 hours is the perfect time to switch. Yeah, for sure. I don't know what to do with today's stream. So I'm kind of thinking like, am I going to be able to stay live for 9 hours? Is that going to be possible? Is there enough to talk about? Because this is now the 3rd testing. And this testing is being broadcast for everyone to see. So I feel like people are less interested in talking about F1 and like stuff like that because we've actually got a broadcast to watch. Part of me's like, should I split today and tomorrow's stream into 2 parts? Haven't done a debate. I could do. Also, I'm just not feeling the best today, so I'm like, fuck, am I gonna be able to live for 9 hours? I don't know. So I'm like, part of me is like, maybe I should split today's stream into different parts, but I don't know. Then I'm like, is that just me being lazy and I should stay live the whole day? But then I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's go back from uni. What have I missed? You haven't missed much. We've got a new looking Ferrari, apparently a new looking Red Bull. Nothing's really happened on track other than the usual, and Leclerc is 1/10 off of Antonelli's quickest time last week. Teach us how to do your hair. Why do you guys keep talking about my hair? I mean, I like the compliments, but is my hair really even that good? People taking clips from testing as though teams won't deliberately be testing limits. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Liam playing NFL in the paddock. You only slept for 3 hours. That's what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm not bringing my best energy to the stream today. You know what I mean? Usually I'm like banging vibes and stuff like that. But I'm like, you know what it is? It's because I know I'm doing a 9-hour stream. I'm trying to conserve my energy. I need to be more like, woo! But I just feel like I can't because I haven't got it in me. Uzi Doorman, thanks so much for the follow. Okay, I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I feel like I haven't brought my energy today. Hannah taught Liam about NFL for sure. I mean, Liam spends a lot of time in America, so yeah. But also, Liam gives me the vibe that he just like loves sports. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't matter what it is, he'll be interested in kind of watching it. And saying that, I think in a video I saw, it was like, what sports do you like? And he was like, motocross. It's like, if you don't, other than motocross, he's like, I don't know really. Some of us really appreciate commentary because we are at work and we can't just watch, just listening with headphones. Right. Well, I appreciate you using me as your commentary. But I guess in this case, like, we've got commentary, so like, a lot of people probably listen to me. Listen to F1 TV over me. I mean, there's definitely, for multiple reasons, there's definitely a drop off in like hype and people watching the streams today versus the shakedown and preseason testing 1 for 2 reasons. One, it is now the 3rd testing. We've kind of seen the cars. There's like less to talk about. There's less hype, obviously. But also, I think a lot of people obviously would choose, if they can only have one stream up, they'd probably choose the F1 TV broadcast rather than me. So it is just like a bit quieter this week. That's why I'm like, maybe it's best to just split into 2 separate streams, have 2 good energy streams, excuse me. Oh, the shakedown streams were great, man. Like they will probably go down as some of my favorite streams I've ever done. Like the hype of everyone in one place talking about stuff that we couldn't see. It was actually really, really good. That's why I'm kind of like, maybe it's just better to split the testing 2 streams into 2 parts. Cause it's like, there's less to talk about. And like, you know, like it's just kind of sitting here watching. And I feel like people are less interested in talking about F1 when F1 is on screen. Does that make sense? Like, imagine the F1 race was on, and I was halfway during the race just, like, scrolling Discord. You know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. Hey, Liam, I know some F1 teams need a quarterback. What teams need a quarterback? Liam's too small, man. Liam's too small. I'm trying to listen to both, but it's hard. Yeah, exactly. So, man. Aussie football is damn fun. I have the broadcast volume down. Did we see the additions to the cars? We'll look at that soon. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to split today's stream into 2. I think I'm going to split today and tomorrow's streams into 2 parts. Morning session and night session, like I did with the shakedown streams. That way I can bring my best energy for the 2 to 3 hours that I go live. Friday, my housemate arrives in the morning, so I won't be able to go live in the morning, but I'll go live for the last 3 hours or so in the afternoon. I think that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I think I was initially going to try commit to the 9 hours, but I'm like, okay, we got 3 hours till lunch, 2 hours till lunch, then got to get through lunch, and then 4 hours. It's just like, that's a long time. And like, again, there's just like less to talk about. To be fair, I've got a lot of stuff to do as well, so it's probably better for me to use that time to like get things prepared so I'm not fucking smashed by time. Get to OzGP. There's no bullshit on this channel. True. We'll watch a little bit more of... We'll stay and watch the long screen for a little bit longer, and then we'll switch back to Discord, look at the news that came out this morning. And then, yeah. I gotta do all 4 hours in the afternoon. Not all 4. I think I'll just go live for the last 2, and then I wonder if they're gonna... I wonder if they'll do the post-test show on YouTube today or not. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Yeah, I have a feeling they're probably not going to do the post-test wrap-up show because all of it's being streamed. They might. I guess we'll see. But if they do a post-test show, then we'll watch that as well. Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Someone clip that. Great out of context clip. What, me singing? Is that what it was? How's it going though, Seb? They might since it's free. Guys, William's YouTube channel just liked my comment. Hell yeah. What did you comment? Sky's on mute, just listen to my stream. Respect. I respect it. I'm mostly listening to you because testing is boring. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I like doing watch-alongs for practices, or in this case, testings, because I feel like obviously those sessions are quote-unquote boring. So to have like a Twitch chat to type in and like interact with is so much better than just sitting there watching testing. But obviously, people care less about like reactions. So I don't know. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, depending on what your vibe is with the watch-alongs, you might prefer a qualifying race watch-along session to a practice. Like some people would probably just tune in for practices because it's not an important session, but they don't tune in for quality in the race because they don't want someone to be disturbed. Whereas there's other people who like don't care about practice, but they'll tune in to quality and race to see my reactions. And that's why I think I like so much about the shakedown and the preseason test 1 streams is like everyone was tuning in because it's like we didn't have a broadcast to watch. How likely is it that Aston showed up with sandbags in their engine, car, and aero? I just generally think they were poo. I mean, how likely? Maybe, but I don't think so. What's up, Fabio? What I miss? Honestly, nothing. Ferrari have a very aggressive looking upgrade to their car, and they've gone first. Only 1/10 of Antonelli's time last week. Red Bull look a little bit different, but they said it on the broadcast that every team can choose custom MGK deployment zones for each GP weekend that they will have to stick with for the whole GP weekend. Really? So you can't even change it between sessions anymore? What's up, Irish Beer Can? Cares and Ultra Bowls. Thank you, Evols. So sorry, thank you guys for the follows. Where can you watch for free? Wherever you normally watch it for free. You can go back to sleep. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the full testing day today either. I watched the race with a couple of friends, so I don't have Ponden open. Damn. No Ponden stream during the race. But yeah, we'll be live obviously before every race and in between sessions like we did last year. It's going to be a good year, I reckon. I watch when I'm awake at the same time you're live. Hi, mate. Hope you're doing well. Love that you're doing watch-alongs for F2. Yes, we've been doing watch-alongs for... Oh, you meant F1. I was going to say we're going to be doing watch-alongs for F2 this year. Same as last year. No F3 just because... F3 just isn't as exciting to watch, whereas like not as many people care about F3. Maybe I'll put F3 on my third monitor and watch on the side while we do stuff, but no F3 on streams this year. But I will be doing watch-alongs for F2, and I'll be doing watch parties for F1 Academy, assuming it gets streamed for free on YouTube again, which it should do, unless they're like now at a point where they're like, nah, it needs to be behind a paywall or some shit, but I doubt it. Yeah, I like how the cards currently all don't deploy any battery in turn 12 to charge the battery. You like that? When are we getting Ponden Winter Olympic watch-alongs? Bobsleds. We're doing bobsled watch-along tonight. Alright, let me put the broadcast on my second monitor again. And let's have a scroll through Discord. Okay, let me forward this to the channel so I can remember what I was up to. And then let's scroll down to today, jump to present. 6, 7. All right, let's have a scroll through everything from this morning. 8 a.m. What time did the session start? 7, right? So let's go back to 7 a.m. Actually, let's just go to the start of today. All right. Duolingo posting this. Is that meant to be an F1 reference or what?
La baguette, le croissant, l'éclair. La baguette, le croissant, l'éclair.
Are we okay, Duolingo? Are we okay in the head? Yeah, I haven't seen Dalai Lama in ages, man. Where's Dalai Lama at? Maybe I shouldn't wish for him back, but yeah, he hasn't been here for a while. What's up, Ingus? How's it going? Okay. Mercedes have added a flap to the side pod. Are we talking about this thing? What are we talking about? That thing? What am I looking at? Oh my god. I'm tripping. I thought I was looking at the left side of the car. I just realized this is the right side. What the fuck? What am I looking at? That? What flap? That? I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at. Guys, I think somebody turned the render distance to short. Damn, it's very foggy in Bahrain. New rules, new names, new possibilities. Same drive for victory. F1 finally released the full grid photo. What do we think? I think this looks like poo. I don't know. It kind of gives like a... It kind of gives like an industrial sort of vibe, but... Nah, this is shit. I'm sorry, I have to be honest. This is shit. Like, I like all the drivers are positioned nicely. Like, let's have a look. Is anyone clapped? Is anyone clapped in this photo? Let's have a look. Like, Gasly looks good. Like, everyone's eyes are open. Everyone's smiling. Ocon's looking serious. Oscar, what is this haircut, bro? Like, no one looks clapped. No one's like, everyone looks good. So that's a positive. But like, it just looks a bit shit. Like, why are we in this, in a pit, in a garage with random lights hanging from the ceiling and pipes and like, it's just gray. Like, I don't know what their vibe was. Like, last year's one was so like, yeah, Gabby does look a little bit awkward to be fair. Last year's one was so like, vibey, and then yeah, I don't know, this one's just kind of dead. They got Liam pulling the Ponden pose. They got Gasly sitting down. I feel like Gasly and Liam look out of place a bit. Like, these guys are resting on something at least, but like Liam and Gasly are just like there. It's kind of weird. Anyways, I think they could have done better. It's boring budget background. Looks like the rehearsals for the real one. This could be the cast of Lost Season 8. 2024 was good. 2025 as well. Apollo Reiko, what is up, dude? Now, I more meant that the teams can choose where those recharge zones are. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's good. Oscar looks clapped. Unruly school photo vibe. That'll be kind of thing. Just bought a bunch of fridges and microwaves and sat on them. No, honestly, yeah. Titanium fucking blocks out here. Looks like my office and work, which is ugly. Is Lance looking away from the camera? Where's Lance? Yeah, he is, kind of. Nobody that doesn't know the sport would believe these guys all make millions a year. What does it look like? Lewis has the World Drivers' Championship? Oh, wait, yeah, true. They should have Lando kneeling on the World Drivers' Championship. The fuck? No yellow in this photo is a crime. Yeah. So much black. Black, 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 black. Dark navy. So much black, bruh. Anyways, I think they could have done better. F1 had a massive year last year. Like, F1 75, F1 movie, new graphics package. They were going all out with the content. Part of me worries that they just, like, even though they're going to do good this year, part of me worries they're just not going to be able to, like, do as well as they did last year. Everyone say cheese! Right, getting 22 drivers in one place must have been hard. Yeah, the Audi pans look so bad. I don't know what Audi were thinking. Take that out of context. Lamel Gabby looks like he wore the wrong pants. Why Audi didn't lean into the red and white is beyond me. It's different shade to Ferrari. Yeah, I don't know. And Cadillac as well, going for black and white. Weird. The race, 2026 cars ranked from trackside.
Ranking every 2026 F1 car from trackside so far from worst to best. The disappointing Aston Martins last for now, as it looks the most difficult to drive with limitations across the car, engine and gearbox. Unsurprising given this team is lowest on mileage. In 10th is Cadillac. Its car is likely to end up slowest, but right now it's at least reasonably well sorted, even though it clearly lacks front and rear downforce. Racing Bulls is 9th and Audi 8th, but it's close as both look tough to drive and react.
The car behind Audi. We serious right now, bro?
Badly to the aggressive downshifts their new engines demand. Williams is solid, but only 7th because its car looks inconsistent and maybe a little stiff, with quite a bit of room to improve. Alpine is in 6th spot.
I guess
it's
it's
generally
trackside
decent,
though,
but occasionally gave up when the car started to push more. Top of the midfield is
okay, so they're solely looking at comfortability, not like anything else.
Has a car that runs well, seems perfectly solid, and doesn't exhibit any nasty traits yet. Check out part 2 to see our top 4.
All right, top four.
Ranking the top 4 2026 F1 cars from trackside so far. Last year's benchmark McLaren is starting on the back foot, as it looked the least consistent of the leading cars and the least refined in managing battery charging and deployment. World champion Lando Norris had fewer moments than Oscar Piastri, but there was a tendency for both to suffer from the engine revving aggressively on traction and having wheel spin up to 3rd and 4th gear. Ferrari looks 3rd best for now, helped by the work done by Charles Leclerc, who doesn't seem to be suffering from rear sliding the same as Lewis Hamilton. The Ferrari's definitely looking more convincing with Leclerc at the wheel, but it wasn't quite as good as the top 2, and we've put Mercedes 2nd. Red Bull P1! It seems to take a little more to get into the best window. It is neat and tidy and looks very well balanced at its best, but it didn't catch the eye like the Red Bull did on braking and rotation, which is why we put that car number 1 for now. Ranking the top.
Cool. We'll take that. Arctic Yoke. What's that? Oh, now it's sunny. What's the fastest Bahrain lap in 2026 right now? 133.6. 133.6, which is set by Kimi last week. Those Audi race suits are terrible, yeah, honestly. Do we think Oscar 1 grilled the grid again? I don't think... This is what I'm confused about. I don't think they've done a filming day yet. I think they're going to do it next week. Because of the way the season's played out, I think they're going to do the filming day next week. Because now the teams have all got their suits, the drivers got their helmet, blah, 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 blah. I think they're going to do photos and filming next week, like early next week, and then that gives the team a week before OzGP to get everything sorted and the intro and stuff like that. Yeah. Because they usually do a filming day. This is what I don't understand, right? I said this last week. Why don't they have a studio at the track or like set up a studio somewhere in the track's facilities during testing so the drivers who aren't driving for half the day or for the whole day can go do their grill the grid, do their photos, do all that, rather than flying with them all the way to the fucking F1 offices in London for an entire day and taking a day out of their life to do it. Why not do it at a day where they're already at the track doing fuck all anyway? Now keep it a big and hill, give them something to do. No, they need more time off, man. They need more time off. Cadillac had the opportunity to go with black and yellow or even black and gold, like the Cadillac Hertz team. Yeah, instead they go black and white. Like we haven't had enough of that on the grid already. Yeah, I mean, I did find out that Cadillac's branding, like as a car company, has completely changed, so it's just black and white now. So it makes sense why they're black and white, but at the same time, mix it up, bro. Mix it up. There's probably no way they do it separately. Well, they usually do it at the Biggin Hill F1 offices. Offices. Albie, thank you for the follow. Also, Simply Yan, thank you for the follow as well. There's an airport at Biggin Hill, yeah. The off drivers are maybe not at the track. True. I mean, but Liam's not driving. He's at the track. Is Luton F1's airport, right? Luton is the airport that's near the F1 teams. It's north of London, so it's closer to Milton Keynes, Brackley, Like, wait, let me see if I can go on Google Maps without leaking my shit. Actually, yeah, I can go on. Oh, yeah, showing me in Amsterdam. Love that. Yeah, so my understanding is, so this is London, yeah. So that's Luton. So north of London is Luton. And then you've got where the fuck's Silverstone? It's near Northampton. Ah. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, there's Bletchley. That's Milton Keynes. Ah, there you go. Okay. So you got Luton. So you got Bletchley, Milton Keynes. So Red Bull. You've got Silverstone, which is Aston Martin. You've got Brackley, which is Mercedes. And then you've got a few other factories around here, right? So all of them and anyone from F1 who lives north of London or even in London, basically all the charter flights are from Luton. But then the F1 offices are in Biggin Hill, which is south of London. Does anyone know exactly where it is? Let's see if we can find it without me having to Google it. Oh, without me having a Crawley? No. Wait, that's Gatwick. No, it's going to be lower than that. Oh, yeah, so there's Woking, so that's where McLaren is. And then Williams is somewhere around here. Higher? Is that higher than Gatwick? No way, it's higher than Gatwick. Oh, there it is, Biggin Hill. Wait, why don't they just fly out of Gatwick then? Oh, Biggin Hill, London Biggin Hill Airport. I mean, I guess that's where probably Max and Lewis fly into with their private jets. Everyone else would just fly into Gatwick. That's interesting. Because I know so much of F1 TV staff fly out of Luton. So they make them drive all the way from here up to Luton instead of just flying out of Gatwick. That's kind of weird. But yeah. Biggin Hill has its own airport. Northeast of Gatwick's right, your mouse. It's a small airport. Lots of private jets there. That's weird. Mischief managed. What is this? Why are you watching the broadcast? I've got it on my second monitor.
Lando standing here. Don't tell anything to Lando, just he's standing over there. Oh, hang on. Right, where we standing? Hey, you good? Where we all standing?
George, you are on your sticker.
Where's...
Everyone has a sticker.
We've all got a sticker. You got a sticker there, mate. Lando's...
Fucking George, bro. Bro, can't even fucking play it. Can't even play it. Cool. Even the driver pick has a budget cap this year. Like, look at this shit, man. Look how good that is. That one's fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal lighting, phenomenal color. And then... Man, I really like the new McLaren onboard angle. Reminds me of the 2019 Ferrari. Bro can't English. Yeah, I don't know what's happening to my brain today. Gatwick is super busy. Probably costs way more to charter from there. True. Drive lineup for today. So we got Norris doing the morning, Piastri doing the afternoon, Anthony doing morning, Russell doing afternoon, Hadger all day, Leclerc morning, Hamilton afternoon, Albon morning, Sainz afternoon, Lindblad morning, Lawson afternoon, Alonso morning, Stroll afternoon, Ocon morning, Behrman afternoon, Hulkenberg morning, Bortoleto afternoon, Gasly morning, Colpinto afternoon, Perez morning, Bottas afternoon. So Red Bull's the only team doing the full day for just one driver. And then this is the Ferrari coming out on track this morning. Is that a really early photo or is this an old pic? That's the new Ferrari, right? Yeah. So this is the difference between the initial Ferrari and this one. It's way flatter, the side pods. Old Red Bull versus new. Okay, what are the difference here? So this is the old Red Bull, so the one from last week. What is the first difference? Is there an undercut? Oh yeah, there is an undercut now. I see. It's a shame that the cars are opposite. Makes it hard. Barge board looks the same. Shark fin looks the same. Looks mostly the same. Just the side pod has an undercut now. Okay. Yes, that was last week's Ferrari. That's a beautiful photo of the Cadillac. All you need to know about F1's new power unit. We'll have to look at that at some point. Hulkenberg stalled his car. That's what we saw before. Detailed look at my 2026 helmet. I think this is so arse. I do not like this at all. The black and the blue, it just looks so generic and boring, especially with the lack of sponsors that Cadillac have. I love the Cadillac logo though. But yeah. I'm not fucking with the Bottas helmet this year. He did post an interesting video though, to announce it.
My helmet reveal video for the 2026 season helmet. This Stilo helmet is designed again by Tiffany. This pattern is actually what I was gonna use last year, but I never got to race it. So we went with the same one, but with different colors. I love blue, so you can see this pattern with this beautiful bright blue color. There you see the Finnish coat of arms, which is important to me. On top of the team sponsors, we've got these nice colorful pieces. You saw that blank spot? That is still for my personal sponsor. It's still available. And that's me, clearly. So, I like this helmet very much. Please comment below if you like it as much as I do. Welcome.
I swear, bro. I swear this guy, he's always naked. He needs to chill out. This is a family show. Robbie, David the follow. Sounds like you're greeting each of the drivers. Greeting all the drivers. How nice of you. Wait. Gabby in the morning, in the afternoon. Wait, what? Bro, that looks so good. What do you mean? It looks like the one poison. Yeah, it looks like poison. Does him and Checo get a free Cadillac? Oh, I would love a free Cadillac if I were them. All of them was chilling out. Why are people so scared of bodies? It's not about being scared of bodies. It's just like being naked is just like in public. It's just like, I don't know, man. Like I walk into my gym locker room and like some guys would just have their whole fucking ass out, dick out, everything. And I'm just like, I don't want to see that. Like I'm a guy. Like, yeah, I got a dick and I got balls, but like, I don't want to see your dick and balls just because I know what a dick and balls look like. I don't want to see your dick and balls. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like some people's minds, look, you do you, right? You do you. But like, I feel like some people's minds is like, oh, we're separated men and girls. Like, that means I can just get my fucking cock out. Like, I don't want to see your doodle hanging about and poking me in the eye. Like, I'm sorry, like, it's disgusting. Like, there's nothing wrong with being naked, but at the same time, like, your poo and piss come out of those things. I don't want to fucking see them. Is it that hard to just cover yourself with a towel or go into the little fucking closet to change? I don't know. I just think it's weird. Like, again, I don't know. Some people are just, like, crazy with it. Yeah. Maybe an age thing, but I just don't care anymore. You wouldn't want to go to Germany. What a point to enter the stream. Isn't it different in the UK though? I'm from NZ, I agree with you. I don't think it's different in the UK, to be honest. You would have hated being a Cuban 10,000 years ago. Peak F1 talk right here. Why are your eye high with Benzino? Okay, bro. Okay. I can't believe you guys don't agree with me on that. Like, don't be wrong. Like, I'm not someone who's like super weirded out about like nakedness. Like, I'm not like, I don't know, like I don't know. Like, I don't care, but it's more just like, I don't know. It's just cover yourself up. Like, I don't want to see it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you put it this way, I'm not attracted to men, so I don't want to see your fucking doodle. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to see it hanging about. I feel like people have the opposite mindset of like, oh, we're all boys. I'm just gonna have it hanging about. Like, no, I don't want to fucking see it. I get to see boobies for free in chain rooms. You just call it as a place that's specifically known for it. In a grocery store, though, I'm good. I mean, if someone's naked in the grocery store, then yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I guess my point is like, if you're like drying yourself and like I see it, or like it's there, it's cool. But like I'll literally walk in, it's just standing there. It's like I don't want to see it, bro. I just see it. Anyways, my point is like, just cover yourself up, man. I know it's a locker room, and like it's gonna hang out about sometimes, but like you're just standing there, like just standing there, lathering himself in fucking moisturizer, full naked, or like one leg up on the fucking deck, on the fucking thing, wiping his fucking nuts. Like, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, bro. Just fucking go in the locker room and dry yourself. Go in the fucking the changing room. What do you want to call it? It's often a crime to go around like that. Public bars used to be a thing, even in Oz. For me, we're raised as normalized nudity. So seeing my friends or even random people naked just doesn't bother me. It's just an acceptance thing. Yeah, true. That's something you would do? No. I know, so many people used to being topless sunbathing and stuff. When I was young, it feels normal. Yeah, topless sunbathing. Wait, I kind of forget, though. There's probably a lot of, like, French and Spanish people and stuff watching the stream right now. Because, like, I was shocked when I went to Spain at how many, like, boobs I fucking saw just hanging about on the beach. I was like, what the fuck? This is normal? So, yeah, maybe I just come from a country that's not as normalized, for sure. But again, for me, it's like, okay, if I was in I personally wouldn't feel comfortable being in a sauna with other naked people or being naked myself in a sauna, but I understand. But my point is like, in your locker room, at least in the UK, you have a towel and you're drying yourself. Like, I don't know. I think there's just like, some people just like, I just don't want to see it. You know what I mean? I don't want to see it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like poo literally comes out that ass crack. I don't want to see that hairy ass. I think it was, maybe it's a bad saying, but it also depends what the person like looks like. Like if you haven't shaven down there in like fucking 3 years, I don't want to see that. Please, I do not want to see that. Thank you. Yeah. Isabella, thank you for the 200 bits. I walked away and then come back and talking about someone's nuts. Okay, yeah.
I walked away and then came back to you talking about someone's nuts. WTF did I miss?
How did we even get on that topic? It was fucking Bottas's fault, bro. It was fucking Bottas's fault. Thank you for the 200 bits though, Isabella. I'm only afraid of that one old dude at the gym who's swinging around. That's what I mean. It's always the old guys. For some reason. If you don't have to show everyone, then don't. Exactly, that's my point. Like, it's a time and a place. If you're on a nude beach, there's people naked. I don't care. If you're at a sauna and it's a naked sauna, I don't fucking care. If you have to dry yourself, I don't care. But if you're putting your leg up on the fucking bench and like I'm sitting right next to you, like get away from me, bro. Get away from me. Yeah, sauna is the least place I care to be seen naked. Wouldn't it be better to not shave, see less? I mean, depends on the person, but I don't know. I think overgrown hair is fucking disgusting. Gotta stop looking at people's doodles, brother. Yeah, maybe it's my fault. Anyways, the V-Carb onboard looks so much better this year with the sponsors being all whited out. When they were like colorful, it just looked a bit too like rainbowy. Looks so much better now. 2026 F1 regulations explained. I will not watch this on stream because last time I watched an F1. Oh no, we watched this already. Yeah, this is a banger vid. But things have changed slightly since hair though. Maybe I need to watch this again to have a little bit of a refresher, I think. Oh my god, excuse me, I almost threw up. Russell's Russell Jr. Oh god, so many people go into the gym and sit naked on the bench. Wait, I can't tell if you're taking the like being sarcastic or not, but yeah. I always find it was funny when someone's sweating and then they stand up and they've left a big sweat mark on the chair and they don't wipe it. It's like, alright, cool, bro. Cool. But you know what it is? You know what it is? I think it just comes back down. I think it just comes back to people have zero self-awareness. Like, I go on the fucking squat machine and someone's just left 50 kgs of fucking weights on there. Like, it's not fucking arm day. I don't want to take the fucking 50 kgs. Imagine a woman you know, who doesn't hit
My
the gym
sprinkler
much.
goes like this.
Shut up! Needing to take 50 kgs of weights off the squat rack machine. You know what I mean? Like, people just don't care. Like, people just have no consideration at all for other people. It's ridiculous. Like changing room bench. Yeah. Why is he doing this? 50 kg ain't body weight.
Comes back like
You're okay. Now you're being dumb. You're telling me 50 kg ain't that heavy because it's not even a body weight. You do realize some people go to the gym and they can't even lift 10 kgs. So how are they gonna lift 50 kgs of weights? Bodhi, thank you for the 100 bits though. I appreciate it. I did not enjoy the sprinkler though. Thank you for the 100 bits. As you talk about people having no awareness, you get this. SD Bestie's on the podium, baby. I do not want to hear that ever again. I'm saying on a squat machine, it's minimal weight. What do you mean? I think I'm only at like 15 on the squat machine at the moment. I know I'm probably gonna get roasted for that, but like I'm skinny, weak fuck, and I'm working my way up. It's already got like a minimum weight, and then you're adding 50 kgs on top of it. Anyways, besides the point. Take your fucking weights off, bro. Take your fucking weights off. Rebel found a problem or what? Wait, I lost the broadcast on my second monitor. Oh, I'm not live anymore. What happened? What were you saying about Red Bull? What happened? Has anyone done an explain of the different lights in the F1 cars and their meaning? The different lights? What do you mean by the different lights? You've got the hazard lights, if you want to call them that, on the wing mirrors now. You've got the brake light on the back. And when it turns purple, it just means it's in a lower engine mode, right? That's it. That's what you've got. Why does he need to explain not wanting to see a schlong? I know, right, Pring? I'm surprised. When I brought up that topic, I was like, I know there's like different countries have different things, but I thought people would agree with me. I thought it wouldn't be like a crazy take. Like, I'm a man. I'm not attracted to dick. I don't want to see dick everywhere in the fucking locker room. All right? I'm not going to the gym. I've got a horse. That's enough gym. Fat. Rebel only done 13 laps in the garage. What's going on? Wait, they actually only done 13 laps today. Yeah, that's not good for 3 hours of time. Ricardo, what is up, dude? Bottom of the stream. Schlong or schlort? What the fuck's schlort? Oh, I see. Short schlong. Damn, Mercedes pumping out the behind the scenes vids. What's this one?
All loved up, or what's the latest?
Wait, no way they put a clip of him asking about
Yeah,
Lewis's relationship.
all loved up, or what's the latest?
And Lewis just completely aired him.
Champion. Yeah, ass to ass. You mate?
Good, you?
Ready?
Yeah. You guys seem very confident. Very confident.
No, but everyone was talking about the engine. Australia for Christmas. Yeah. You have your new house now? Yes. Yeah, nice. Good. Good.
We're just checking to make sure we're having it. Rich is just...
Yeah, you're between us two.
I thought that was a good idea.
All loved up, or what's...
That's a banger, bro. I'd love to see behind the scenes shit. But dude, George is just so NPC sometimes. Open the fucking comments.
All loved up, or
open the comments. Oh, it's on the side.
What's the latest?
Is Isaac head just small or is George just tall? Both. Why does someone talk about the Lewis question, bro? Bro, it's so funny him asking Lewis about Kim. Italian. F1 guy, thank you for the follow. Oh my god, what is this waffle? Scudera introduces a major aerodynamic innovation that cannot be copied, as the regulations allow a 60mm limit relative to the rear axle to introduce an aerodynamic profile. The SF26 is equipped with a flap called FTM that exploits the exhaust gas flow, now active even at low revs for energy recovery. Ferrari surprised the paddock by unveiling at the start of the second test in Bahrain an unprecedented aerodynamic novelty kept secret until Charles Leclerc rolled out of the Bahrain pits this morning. A small wing appeared in the front of the SF26 exhaust pipe, immediately drawing the attention of the other teams. An unprecedented position considering what we've seen so far in the 2026 single-seaters. The result of a brilliant reading of the technical regulations. What one am I... Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, that. Whoa. That thing? Wow. Interesting. I was more looking at these things. I feel like I've never seen those things before. The engine is allowed to place an aerodynamic device in this area of the car, provided it does not exceed 60 millimeters of distance from the axle. Normally, this constraint does not allow exceeding the end of the exhaust, but the Marinero engineers managed to circumvent the issue by shifting the differential to the rearmost possible position, exploiting the space under the deformable structure in general. The entire affected area was designed from the outset with a view to introducing this novelty called FTM in the Scuderia's garage. The advantage of this solution also stemmed from the particular use of the 2026 power units. The need to recharge the battery has forced engine manufacturers to use endothermic unit as an electricity generator as well, hence the need to keep the V6 at high revs and consequently at constant combustion that produces exhaust gases even in medium and low speed corners. If this solution delivers the expected advantages, the competition will not be able to copy a similar one without having to rethink the rear of the single-seater, a small edge that Ferrari has kept to itself by deciding to unveil this solution only during the final test before the start of the season. The FTM is a blown diffuser near the exhaust. I see. Interesting. That's pretty cool. George is definitely a dong out guy. He's a shower. This is really interesting. That's cool that Ferrari hid that. Do you think that's going to make that much of a difference, though? Ricardo, just for you. Behind the Shadow Panda, Paul and Gianella. I think he has the follows. Van Halen Street. I will get to it. We'll get to it. Same vibes. Okay. Make a pit stop for dinner. New at Coles exclusive grilled burger Wagyu 2-pack. The fuck? 1 sec. I'm getting a call. Be right back. I'm back. Oh. Pon, if I'm not wrong, it was already done by Ferrari themselves in the past. I don't know where, but it's good enough for them to not make a big difference, just a small one. So it's gonna be 2009 again. You mean not gonna be 2009 again? I just came back into Orlando, fucking locking up into the pits. Chipotle mayo and special ingredient, $11 without Oscar branding and special sauce. What's the water system problem related to the engine? Wait, what water system problem? Currently $12 for 330 grams of Oscar's meat. Is that good or bad? I don't know what pricing of meat should be like. Is this year our year? Actually, it looks like Ferrari actually cooking this year. Who else would like to taste a bit of Oscar's meat and his special sauce? Okay, bro. Okay. Sauce included. 2026 grid as their sleep schedules. Gets 9 hours of sleep every night. Probably has a full-on bedtime routine. Facts. Gets about 6 to 8 hours of sleep. Very respectable. Yeah, I agree. Either stays up all night or gets a full night's rest. There's no in between. Yeah. Likes to pretend they have a normal sleep schedule, but everyone knows they're full of shit. I'd put Albon in the 6 to 8 category, to be honest. Signs and Lando, yeah, I agree. Gets 9 hours of sleep. It's just plagued with nightmares. Yeah. Is also plagued by nightmares, but they deserve it. Whoa! Why is Gasly catching a stray, bro? Has not had a full night's rest since they were in primary school. Facts. Max Verstappen, okay. Heading behind the scenes at the photo shoot. Poor Liam, man. Bro, these fucking impatient divas. These impatient divas. Just chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out. Damn, nobody wanted to be there.
Don't.
Here you go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really
Fucking divas, bro. There are rumors that Phillip Island's time as the home Australian Grand Prix will end in 2026. There are also rumors it will be replaced by a road race in Adelaide. If that's the case, then I think it's quite far to say someone at Dorna has lost the plot. It's not Dorna, it's fucking Liberty Media. So if you guys don't know, this morning there's news that MotoGP is going to lose Phillip Island as a track, and they're going to move to a road race, which is such a shame. Phillip Island's one of the best tracks in the world, one of the best tracks on the MotoGP calendar, and they're going to get rid of it. Don't know why. To be fair, Phillip Island's a little bit out of Melbourne, so it's a bit of a tough track to get to, but still, it's from what I know from the MotoGP world, people love it. So it's a shame that it looks like it's going to go. Is that a Melbourne problem? Is that a MotoGP problem? Who knows? The more I see that photo, the more I hate the backdrop. Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. Vic government is cooked. You reckon it's Vic government, not MotoGP? It's done. Going to be announced tomorrow on 9 News. Oh my god, damn. Bahrain 1, Bahrain 2. What is the difference? Flap slightly different on the front. They've added a little thing here. Not much else is different though, at least at first glance. Lewis, we're too old for this shit. Not the Oscar meat. Why is he selling meat, bro? I don't get it. Unserious sport. You've got Ferrari, Aston, and Audi. And who's that joining the mix? Is that a Merc guy? All having a little chat. Al Nano Pardon Dance. Look at Popular Man with the DMs, bro. There's more than 600 messages there for sure. I've been bad, but I've been slacking. Much needed degree. What is this? Oh, I was like, what am I looking at? Oh, I'm looking at the fucking lights. I see. That'd be funny. Lewis, did you shave? I mean, that's all I can grow anyway.
Did you shave? I mean, that's all I can grow anyway. Did you shave?
Okay. So what's going to happen in 2026 Vegas GP? Las Vegas 2023 DNF. Las Vegas 2024 loses the World Drivers' Championship. Las Vegas 2025 DSQ. Cursed. Aston Martin has identified the problem with the engine, has closed the garage. No, they were having a good morning, and now they're back in the garage. Rough. All right, Eric Van Haren to end the Discord for the morning. Not yet a productive morning for Red Bull and Bahrain. Hadja already spending time in the garage due to water system problem. Team principals, meanwhile, busy meeting in the F1 commission. Damn, it's all kicking off in terms of the engine stuff. Well, that's annoying for Red Bull. I feel like Hadja has a bit of limited time in the car. I could be wrong. All right, let's go back to the watch along for a little bit. Water system equals drink bottle. Maybe. All right, what's happening on track? So we've got 48 laps for Leclerc, 49 laps for Norris, 53 laps for Antonelli, 40 laps for Albon, 41 laps for Gasly. Then we got Hadja slacking, only 13 laps this morning. Yikes. 49 laps for Ocon, 28 laps for Ocon's not great, 40 laps for Hulkenberg, 57 laps for Lindblad. Damn, V-Cup really pumping out the laps. And then 17 laps for Perez. Again, Aston Martin and Cadillac slacking. Red Bull not having a good session in terms of laps, and Leclerc still 1/10 off of Antonelli's quickest time so far this week. Get rid of that now. Checker's doing great. So you're ending stream at the hour break. I'm probably gonna end in a minute. Yeah, I think part of me is like, come on, Blake, there's only one more testing to, or 3 more days of testing to go. Come on, you can stream the whole day. But I'm also like, there's just, you know, like, I'm starving right now. I'm tired. There's not as much to talk about, you know what I mean? Like, I think it would be better to just end the stream and go live in 4 hours time and cover the, 4 hours time and cover the stuff from the afternoon. But yeah. I think watch-alongs are very different. I feel like watch-alongs for practices are good. Watch-alongs for practice is good because it's like build up into the weekend. You talk about the news and stuff like that. We've kind of talked about everything so far this season. There's not really much like more to talk about. There's not really much new stuff on the cars today. We've spoken about that stuff already. But yeah, I kind of like, you know, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. Because that way you can cover all the stuff that came out overnight. Then you can cover all the stuff that came out during the day. Yeah, you kind of get rid of that fat in the middle. At least during preseason testing 1 and shakedown, there was a lot to... there was a lot of people coming to the stream being like, where's the broadcast? And like wanting a place to watch the stream because there was nowhere to watch. Whereas like now it's like there is a broadcast to watch. So like people are less inclined to sit in a watch along. And I know, you know, like I said, people are probably like, well, you do practice for watch... Did it just break? You do watch-alongs for practice, but like practice is different because it's like it's shorter. Pond needs to go to gym and side-eye some guys in the locker room. Yeah, true. check Discord again before ending stream. Oh, I'm done now. We'll have a look at anything else. Well, why is broadcast got all weird? 2 a.m. for me, so it works great. Perfect timing. Is this the last preseason testing? Yes. 3 more days. 3 more days to go. All right, guys. I think on that note, I am going to wrap up the morning session there. It was nice to see cars back out on track again, a full broadcast. But yeah, I'm going to go live again this afternoon for the afternoon session. So yeah, thank you guys all for tuning on in. Apologies, I'm not going to be live for the whole day. I just think it's a bit too long and drawn out otherwise. And I feel like I was conserving my energy this morning because I'm like, oh, I'm going to be live all day. But the second I kind of was like, okay, I'm mentally going to end. And I'm going live in the afternoon. I feel like I can bring more energy, you know what I mean? I feel like I didn't bring the best energy this morning because of that, but also because I didn't get much sleep last night. So we will be live again in the afternoon to the final 2 hours of the day. We'll cover everything that happened during the day. We'll look through Discord, any news and stuff that comes out. Looks like we might get some news about the F1 combustion engine stuff. And we'll be watching the post-testing show if they do stream that again on YouTube.
See you later, Ponden.
But yeah, that is it for the morning session. Thank you guys all for chilling with me. If you enjoyed, be sure to follow down below. If you watch on YouTube, we're going to end the stream there. So be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like. I'll make the YouTube afternoon session stream once I hop off the live. I'll pick off. Thank you for the follow. Excuse me. But yeah, YouTube. Thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the afternoon session later today. Bye-bye.